What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and we're going to talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami. There's a whole lot going on. There's a whole lot of catching up I gotta do, baby. But in any event, let's get down to the situation. But please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. All right, my peeps, my peoples, we is in the building. So let's get down to this situation. We got a whole lot to talk about. There's a whole lot of raggedy, Fness going on that it's just like, I can't believe y'all gotta be lying. This can't be real. This gotta be fake. Like, what's going on? But in any event, let's get into it. Let's talk about Jock's wedding. Jock's wedding was absolutely beautiful. It was beautiful. It was black love. It was black everything. But then Jock is going to turn around and hire somebody, to basically come to his wedding and, speak up and say, if anybody got an objection, speak now, forever hold your peace. And homeboy gets up there. He's a comedian or whatever. So Jock is basically, saying his marriage is a goddamn joke. He's like, oh, this is Jock. This is how I do it. Silly my ass. Like, what's going on? Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Justin T, please? What's up, Top Bugatti? How you doing? What's good? We in the building, baby. What's up, Meeting Me? How you doing? Woo child, Mama D needs to mind her business. That pays her. I am 57 years old. She's a hot fire. as Lord have mercy. In any event, what's going on? I know it's going down. They gonna get into the situation. There's a whole lot going on. We got Ray J out here. We know why Princess don't want to be with you, but she's still with you at the same time. Oh my goodness. And Ray J was out here acting up, a few days ago at 50 Cent's Tycoon party. They had to pull him off a stripper. And Ray J was practically falling out of his pants. Okay. Like, what's going on in that situation? Like, Ray J, she was not bringing them kids to the hospital to see your raggedy tail. Okay. When you got other females wearing her clothes, what is going on? Like, this is crazy. Princess, you've been putting up with all this? Like, Ray, that money that good? Like, what is it? Do you love this man? Because obviously he's living his life. He got a double life. Not really a double life, because like, what's happening? Like, all this is crazy. Ray J is, oh my God, like, no, for real. It's on, I have the video and, my archives or whatever, but, it's not YouTube friendly. At this party that Ray J was at just 2-3 days ago. I mean, like, when I say out of his pants, I mean out of his pants. Okay. The hot dog was not in the bun, it seems. And 50 Cent had to pull Ray J up off the dancer. Like, what's going on? Like, he is a full mess. Princess, you've been sleeping with this man, girl. I know every time you slept with him, you went to the hospital and got checked. If there was any signs going on down there, you went and, just to see the gynecologist to find out what was going on. Princess ain't divorced from Ray J, or whatever the case is, because she was hugged up with him like 2 weeks ago. So she's done, she's through, but it's just too much going on in that situation, y'all. I mean, just way too much. And moving on from that situation, Jock is actually acting like his marriage is a whole joke. Like, why would you even do this? And then on top of that, when it comes to Kendra, poor thing, you're marrying Jock out here in these streets, and everybody, your bridesmaids, one of them, Sierra, she knows, she got these rumors going on. So, like, OMG, like, that dress being late, Jock almost showing up is like an omen for you to run, girl. But in any event, she's gonna stay, because we found out that she has daddy issues, even though her daddy got it together before he passed or whatever. I believe that what was the case or whatever. But like, Lord, you got Karlie Redd sitting there. They all know the tea on your husband and what's going on. And Karlie Redd is out here saying that Jock was up whispering in her ear, wanted to do it one more time. Do you believe Cardi? Like, Cardi's talking all this mess. And then you got Mita coming through talking about she's with your husband and she been with him for decades and a half and things of that nature. Like, Kendra, girl, I don't know. Jock is already acting like the marriage is a joke, but the venue was beautiful. Your wedding dress is beautiful. And I was glad Cena, let the twin girls actually come, to Jock's wedding and be the flower girls, and they look beautiful, but you already know Jock always has control over Cena. Whatever Jock says, she does. But in any event, it was good for her to let the kids come to the wedding. But could you imagine being Kendra out here in these streets? Everybody's sitting there laughing like, girl, like, this is funny. Like, everybody's keying about all these rumors from Mita, not Mita coming to them, telling them in their face, you got what, Spice out here bringing the girl around and spreading all the business, help the business being spread. So everybody on the show and everybody that's attending your wedding know that this girl Mita's out here talking about, yeah, I was recently talking to Jock. Like, what's going on? Like, this is a shame, Jock. Why are you doing this woman like that? But she's allowing herself to get done like this, like Jock. And then Jock is gonna be acting like on the next episode, Kendra knows what's going on, and she's gonna come in through like an investigator to find out if Jock got a girl pregnant and when was he dating Mita. And so she's gonna use her law degree. She's gonna use her schooling to basically find out, girl, you should have used your schooling to walk away from Jock. Okay, at least you didn't get pregnant by the man. But this is embarrassing. This is a damn shame, girl, y'all. This is a shame. I mean, when I say it's a shame, it's a shame. So in any event, this is just pure. Could you imagine everybody at your wedding knowing that the guy that you about to say I want to spend the rest of my life with, and then on top of that, the ring couldn't even fit on Jock's finger at first. Like, girl, if God ain't coming down and sending you signs, I don't know what is. And Jock was like, "Oh, I know you guys gonna think it's an omen." Jock is still trying to brag about his past and what he been doing, and he's a reformed player. Like, Lord, this is embarrassing. Like, damn, Kendra, that you got your law degree, you smart, you intelligent, but you ain't got no damn common sense. And then on top of that, now all his kids is connected to your money. If the baby mamas want to sue, they can sue, and they can confiscate your income too. So but I think Jock said he's not on child support, but this is just real crazy all the way around. I mean, just crazy. It's just so embarrassing. But in any event, it might come out that, ain't nothing going on and Mita might be a liar. But in any event, all the negativity that's surrounding getting married and nobody is telling Kendra is basically like she's the clown of the show. We just gonna laugh and grin in her face. She's not good enough for us to say anything to. And plus, they don't want to ruin the situation because she's gonna marry him anyway. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful seeing Kendra's family, her brothers, a doctor, got her mother there, coming from a very prestigious background of education, and alcoholism and things of that nature. So some of the things that she may have went through as a young girl probably made her decide to choose Jock, knowing that he got all these kids, and she probably thinks he's a good father because her father was MIA most of her life. So I have no idea, Kendra, but Kendra said, I do, baby. And the wedding was absolutely beautiful. You see the flower girls coming through, seeing her daughters, showing up and looking really good, hair all nice. And, when it comes to Kendra, she's treating them like her kids, and she was happy that they was there. She wanted them there. So that's one, good thing about the situation. And she absolutely did look beautiful. And Rico Chappelle, he did a beautiful job on her dress and things of that nature. She looks beautiful. Jock looked handsome. The whole wedding party looked good when it came to the people that got jobs in the wedding and things of that nature. But you already know there's a whole lot going on. And so, yes, the ladies look nice. Everybody looked beautiful. And then this is still a part of the wedding. So you have Miss Spice, and then you got Sierra and a homegirl over here just basically, talk about, I ain't gonna tell her, I ain't gonna tell and I ain't gonna tell her, you ain't gonna tell her, oh no, we ain't gonna move this. Oh, I feel uncomfortable being here. So everybody's in on the joke, everybody's in on a secret, everybody knows what's going on. That's a shame. You having your wedding and everybody's talking about, did you hear the rumors that you see about, Jock's having a baby on the way and them talking to Mita, and Spice done brought Mita into the situation and then told, Shekinah, and then from Shekinah, she has a little get together for, her music and a party and celebrating with her album dropping. And Spice is doing really well when it comes to charting and the numbers, and she's nominated for a Grammy. So, but in any event, could you imagine this being your wedding? Everybody just sitting there just saying, ooh, I know this ain't gonna work. This is a sad thing. This girl gonna go through a lot. She gonna go through hell and hot water with this man. I don't even know if it's gonna work. I don't really see. I don't know, but I ain't getting involved. I was like, Lord, this is just a really really terrible situation all the way, all the way down. It's just like, oh God, could you just imagine? That's a shame, but it might go on at a lot of weddings. And then we get to, Karlie Redd. She's out here. She's about to do her music, and a label signed Karlie Redd. Like, go ahead, Karlie Redd. Karlie Redd's doing her thing or whatever. She's doing, music and things of that nature. But it just seems like Karlie Redd is a jack of all trades and master of none. Every season she has a new career, she has a new job, she has a new destination, or she has a husband. You know what I mean? But it seems like this right here is going to be Jock. And is she gonna be focusing on Jock and Kendra? She's so concerned about Kendra getting hurt. Oh my God, that poor girl. But yeah, you involved in the mix, basically being up in a birthday, not a birthday cake, but jumping out the cake for his bachelor party and everything, and question, like, it's just a whole mess. But she's gonna be having a little dispute when it comes to Spice, because Spice wants her to take her music serious. And I guess Spice doing what she did, Karlie Redd has charted. She has, sold music. She has a lot of downloads and streams, and she's doing very well on the charts right now. So kudos to her. But damn, they just give anybody a record, if you ask me. Could you imagine putting on Karlie Redd and just be like, yo, I can't, Karlie Redd she always do her thing. She don't be playing around. She's a boxer, she's a trainer, she's a teacher, she's a love coach, she's a restaurant owner, she's selling product. What else has she done? She's a therapist, she's teaching, Dr. Seuss, the Kama Sutra, teaching sex education. Like, she stayed busy, okay? But in any event, we get to the rumors, like, it's all out here in these streets that, Jock got another woman pregnant. Everybody knows, nobody's telling Jock, nobody is saying anything. And Kendra's acting like, she just worried about he gonna show up. So, she's asking, she's not really asking for, demise of what she has. But, chances are Jock has slip, and he's gonna slip, and he's gonna slip. And she's probably used to people failing around her, especially when it comes to emotional, when it comes to love, and when it comes to, men, because of her father. But she has a brother that's a doctor, so you be like, okay, girl, you can see right through. Jock is nothing like your brother. And does they have the same characteristics? Are they living the same? Do they have the same type of values and morals and things of that nature? She's setting herself up, but she loved Jock. Jock loved her. That's for sure. But Jock has maybe a sex addiction, just like, Karlie and Jock. But this is all crazy. So, so now we got a record label coming through, for Karlie Redd, and they signed her. I'd be like, damn, we all need to get an album. We can sing. Can't you sing? Can't y'all sing? Come on, baby. If Karlie Redd can do music, we all can do music. And then it sells, I mean, a lot, but we have to probably get Spice, for it to sell. You're like, I know, meaning me, they quickly to settle for dust, and I don't even know why they would even want to go there and do that to themselves. Oh my God, she could have a whole lot better. All these shows need to have an episode where they all go to the clinic and get tested. These Hollywood folks is so nasty. Top Bugatti. What's up, Brenda? How you doing? Rasheeda Lever, what's up? Hey, baby. How you doing? And that booty still unbalanced, off balance. It's still off balance. It ain't gonna be on balance. It ain't gonna stay on balance. And then she was recently just shaking her booty up on Peter Guns, like, and Karlie Redd don't even what her ex-husband Mo, he's fake. What, he got like 40 years. And all of a sudden Cardi's married to this man, and then she's an abused woman. She's in the house, she's not leaving, but her relationship before was that. But then she's ready to hop that ass up in anybody face, even though it is lump-sided. This girl got so many stories, I don't even know where to begin. It's like she lived like 3 lives, being on this show, because there've been so many stories, so much going on with Cardi. But right now she got a record deal, she stay with a storyline, okay? And yes, she makes the show fake. She definitely does make the show fake. She makes the show not seem real. She makes the show seem very scripted. But in any event, it is what it is. And then we got Momma D. Momma D is how I used to be, when C19 was out here in these streets like crazy. I'm spraying Lysol everywhere, and Scrappy's looking like, what you doing, mama? Because Scrappy and his kids, his wife, got a false positive and things of that nature. Momma D's out here. She's spraying the outside. Spray the chairs too, girl. Spray the pole, like, so he can sit around and stay around. I used to be doing that. Lord have mercy. So, Kendra, yeah, Kendra knows what she got. I do think they love each other. Yeah. But this is a whole mess. This is a whole mess, Brenda. Could you imagine walking down the damn aisle with this man? Everybody in the house. Is somebody in the house tonight? And then, everybody knows that he's out here, and all these rumors. Erica's getting messages while she's sitting up in the damn church. This is a mess. Like, oh my God. But Kendra's the type that she is going to fix and repair and repair. She's used to, like I said, men failing her. Cardi is a mess. She's definitely a mess, Tommy Savage. And I think she's older than that girl. She's older than that. And she was out here with Peter Guns. And you could see the crookedness of the butt, like it was lopsided. She was just, and Peter Guns, being who Peter Guns is smacking her booty, smacking her booty. I was like, Lord. And and that wasn't YouTube friendly either, so I couldn't put that up. But in any event, Momma D is meeting up with her son, baby. And you already know the beef that's going on with Momma D. Momma D, she got beef with Bambi. She's not liking Bambi. Right now they're cordial, but at the end of the day, it's gonna get ugly because Momma D feels like she's not able to see the kids. She don't feel comfortable in seeing going over there to Bambi's house. And basically, she sits down and she has this conversation with Scrappy, and and she asks Scrappy, "How was your marriage, boo?" And Scrappy is just like, he's just like saying that, every marriage has problems. So it's like Scrappy saying, yeah, we got problems. And yeah, there is some problems. There is some issues, especially when your wife is like, you need to, when he goes on tour and make his little money. That was a shot when, Bambi said that when she was talking to Erica, like she threw that shot right at Scrappy. And Momma D, don't be surprised, because yes, Bambi was like, girl, last year you accused me of leaving your son and taking all his money. And Momma D did do that. Lord. So in any event, Scrappy and Momma D had this conversation, and over the summer, a little bit before the summer, Momma D and Bambi was going back and forth. Like Momma D accused Bambi of trying to, want to fight her and threaten her, and Bambi saying Momma D is doing too much. She was just laughing and grinning in my face while she's saying this. Momma D said, "I'm not giving up on Shay. Shay is my B. Shay is my daughter," and all that other stuff. So it's a whole lot going on. In this situation, y'all. And so once Scrappy and Momma D, they have, Scrappy says that he has, problems just like everybody else. And, and Momma D said, you should never, use that word or whatever. And Scrappy basically says that, yeah, I ain't gonna play with that word. I ain't gonna bring that word up because it's real. And I was saying this long time ago, the last season that they was on, Scrappy was saying, I'm getting a divorce. And then you got Bambi talking about her storyline was, I'm getting a divorce to Sierra and to, what's her name, talking to her and Erica. And that was a whole situation. So it was like, oh my God, Scrappy and Bambi gonna get a divorce. If you guys really ain't on that level, don't play with it. And so Scrappy said, I ain't gonna never play with that word divorce. I don't know if they was playing then, but I didn't believe that Scrappy went to the lawyer. I didn't believe that Bambi talked to the lawyer either. Bambi do not want to be with them 3 kids by herself. She don't want to be alone with them kids. Scrappy might not be doing much, but she can count on him for this or that, or he helps out with the bills. Okay. So, Um, and he ain't ready. And Scrappy loves Bam, and Scrappy tells his mom, "Yo, this is love." So, in other words, Scrappy's telling Mama D like, "Yo, this is real. Like this is love." And Mama D's like, Mama D and Bambi can't stand each other, but he tries to tell her, and gentleman like hoodish way. This is love. So he's trying to tell her that. And she's like, yeah, And she goes, how come you didn't bring the grandchildren around? And he's like, I don't know. And she was like, well, I don't see my grandbabies and things of that nature. And he was like, well, you should come over to the house, girl. You can come over once you pull up. And she said, I don't feel comfortable pulling up. Scrappy said, well, then that's your fault because you feel that way. So it's her fault that she feels uncomfortable coming around. And, maybe she should address the situation, but it seems like maybe she have addressed this situation with Scrappy, and her and Bambi don't talk because Mama D feels like, the reason why she's so close to Shay because Shay calls her, Shay checks up on her, Shay asks her if how she doing, Shay sends her goodwill cards, birthday cards. So, at this point in time, when it comes to Scrappy and Bambi, it's like, damn, all these years, these many kids, and Mama D and Bambi don't have that relationship because she said she's not even getting get well cards. Mama D was in the hospital. She's not getting birthday cards. So that means Mama D's not sending her birthday cards. Bambi not sending her birthday cards. They're not checking on each other or nothing. Like, damn, that's crazy. And that is still going on to today. Like, so I wonder if Bambi even know Mama D birthday. I wonder if Mama D know Bambi birthday. So it's just things like, it's really been a wedge. Mama D blames Scrappy, but and Bambi's basically saying Scrappy's just standing up for his family. He wants to protect his family. He don't want to lose his family, and he definitely doesn't. So, this is a whole situation. Like, this is just so crazy that I can't even believe that they're not even on a cordial level. Do they sing Christmas cards? I bet Bambi be taking them pictures of them kids like Christmas, and Mama D don't get one cord. Mama D says she don't get invited to the situation. Bambi can't stand you, okay? She can't stand you. And she has some reasons that she can't stand you. Just like you don't like Bambi. Bambi got a whole lot of reasons not to like you. She done seen you. She done seen how you work. She done seen how you went you was in every relationship that this man was in. And you've been a common denominator of problems. You had a funeral for her mama. You side with the ops. And now as of recently, you are on Love and Hip Hop Miami, and insinuating and shocked that you said that you don't know who Shay baby daddy is, and they ask you, is it Scrappy? And Mama D's like, oh, I just don't know. Mama D's out here talking about Scrappy, has been meeting up with Shay. So there's a whole they both have a lot of reasons not to get along, but it's like, damn, y'all can't even y'all gotta do better. It gotta be better. Like, Mama D, I'ma need you to do better. And Bambi, I'ma need you not to be so damn aggy and have an attitude and poke out your teeth and poke out your lips. I like you, Bambi, but sometimes you're hard to get through because you're too busy wanting to get your point across and say what you want to say, where you don't hear what is being told to you. Okay, so there's a whole lot going on in this situation. She adopts Shay Child as her grandchild. Yes, she did, Gaston. Yes, sir. Well, how you doing, Lakeisha? What's going on? That's her son, not her man. I know. Brenda Wilson, but don't see the real grandkids. Mama D, no, she's not. She is not scared to pull up on nobody, and that's facts. That's facts. Bambi is a whole wife and mother of 3. Who should call? Who? Oh man, but it works both ways. It works both ways. We all got together. What's up, Norris Tony? How you doing? It definitely does work both ways as far as they could work the situation out if they really want to. You know what I mean? But some of this stuff is for TV. But there's a lot of behind the scenes because Bambi basically be saying that Mama D be laughing and grinning up in her face and acting everything's all good. And then she turn around, she sees on Instagram that Mama D is saying that Bambi threatened her, and Mama D was like, "Yes, Bambi, you did threaten me, girl." And Mama D was just basically saying, "You threatened me." The words and the tones that you used, and Bambi was like, "No, that's just how I talk." And then Bambi is like, "What are you talking about? I just seen you yesterday, and you didn't say anything." Act like everything was all cool. So Bambi has done interviews. She has done 3 interviews talking about Mama D. Mama D has not did an interview talking about Bambi that I could remember. She just been on Instagram posting and saying that her daughter-in-law wants to beat her up and saying that her daughter-in-law done took her son from her and the grandkids, and basically she has been abandoned. Okay. That's what Mama D's been saying, y'all. So that's what Mama D's been saying. And then, okay, so we got that situation. So Scrappy was like, so Scrappy's basically Mama D he's like, "You're welcome anytime. You can come anytime, girl. You can come anytime, Mama. Anytime you want to come, you can come. The door's open, blase and the third." But if she don't feel comfortable and she don't feel welcome and she's not being invited to things, Scrappy, are you inviting, your mama to these things? Or are you feeling like it's better off you don't invite your mother because it might change, the atmosphere on your side of the tree? So, because she's saying she's not being invited, okay? But Mama D is a hell of I wouldn't want to put up with her as my mother-in-law. Okay, that's for sure. But in any event, with the situation, Scrappy was like, "You can come anytime and you can spend time with your grandkids just like you spend time with your dog." Okay. I was like, "Scrappy, why are you throwing shade?" And Mama D said, "Well, I want to speak to the lady of the house." She goes, "I'm the lady of my house, and I want to speak to the lady of the house," basically speaking to Bambi, and have a conversation with her. And Scrappy was like, "Okay, but I gotta be there." So Scrappy said, "I gotta be there." Okay, so Scrappy is trying to make it work once again, but also it helps if it's a storyline and you're on damn TV. But Scrappy has basically really distanced himself from his mother. And I think that's why she went on Instagram. And I also think that's why she, is saying what she's saying. She feels hurt. She feels like her son has abandoned her and picked up somebody else. Okay. Scrappy's going to have to do his best to try to make this situation right. He's going to have to do more than the shit that he is doing. He can be better at helping and assisting that the two women come together, or at least make sure she see the grandkids. Okay. You know what I mean? He needs to do a better job than that, because on the same show, we got Rennie Lucci. If I'm saying her name right, if I'm not, God forgive me, y'all forgive me. um, she done lost her mother. You know what I mean? And we already know Mama D is still drinking and she don't supposed to be drinking. And she's been in the hospital and she's been, close in that hospital. So Scrappy, you're going to have to do, because you're going to be feeling like Rennie Lucci, even though I won't say that she's wrong with having the arguments that she did have with her mother. That shit feels the worst because it's recorded. It's on TV. You can watch it. It comes back to your mind and it plays on you, especially if you feel like you haven't reached that spot and eat with your parent, or it comes back to you when you're just thinking, it's still, you're still grieving, and sometimes you think about the good times you had and cry, and then sometimes you think about the bad times you had and you feel a lot of guilt that you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I wish I would have said this. I wish I wouldn't have that argument. I wish I can go back in time. There's nothing you can really do because the person's dead and gone, but it makes it harder on yourself when you're going through the grieving process. So do what you can. Okay, because Rennie is, basically having regrets, and she didn't do anything wrong, but it's hurting her. So you better watch what you do. So let me see what you say. Lakeisha, it's better if they go to counseling or therapy. Yes, and meet each other halfway. That's facts. That's something that could definitely happen. What's up, Rudolph? How you doing? Mama D is just too much. Oh, yeah, she couldn't be my mother-in-law. Okay, she couldn't be, but Bambi ain't the best daughter-in-law either. You know what I mean? So you got that situation. And Scrappy, it just seems like, a lot of his backbone, and he has not been able to deal with his mother as of lately. He's never really been able to deal with her. He usually let her get her way, or he ignores it, or he basically brushes it under the rug. He never put that boundary down that you can't do this. This is off limits. And when you do this, this is what occurs and happens. And he's a rapper, so I'm thinking that he could be able to express himself. His father is a preacher. He has a wonderful relationship with his father. And his father said, leave Mama D in the dust. Leave her where she's at, because she's trying to pull you down. And Scrappy needs to be with them kids. And Bambi, that is a black family. They need to do better at working on it. Mama D, you getting older. You getting older and older, and you might need a place to stay, but I don't think you could ever stay with Bambi. But you're gonna need your son. So you gonna have to buckle down too. Okay, you're gonna have to buckle them knees, baby. You can buckle that hip down. Okay, because Mama D was in a car, dancing up a storm. She was twerking and everything. Mama D, get your ass home and stop drinking. So in any event, we have that situation. So Mama D is gonna meet up with Bambi, and she's feeling, and Mama D has been mature. This is the most she wasn't mature over there on Love and Hip Hop Miami, but she's been very mature right now with talking, not arguing down her son, listening to what he has to say and responding, even being a little like, oh, how your mama rock and she give you that look. She's been doing a little of that, but she's been taking it in. And, maybe the Lysol that she sprayed helped her. Okay. So, she just want to see her grandkids. Why you don't bring them around here? And that's another issue. Why don't they bring the grandkids around? And that she can come around too, but you don't want Mama D driving too often and too far, because Mama D says Bambi lives up north, so they gotta be like somebody come pick her up, drop her off, or something like that, something to make the situation better, because life is short, y'all. That is very short. So so they're gonna have the sit down, they're gonna have the conversation, and Scrappy is looking like he just don't really want to. I think he's tired of this shit. So I think this is why, he's really putting Mama D on ice. He's tired of it. He's been going through for so long, but he never ever made his boundaries clear with her and his relationships, and her overstepping her boundaries and doing things that she shouldn't be doing, and interfering when she shouldn't be interfering. And he continued to allow that. And so, at this point, he ain't doing it no more. What's up, Ralph? How you doing? What's going on? He has a daughter too who isn't famous. Okay. Yes, yes. And then also action. He needs to take these actions too as well. And Mama D's a little bit better because she ain't drinking as much as she used to. Because remember, she's going through a divorce right now. But I remember when she was on, the TV show Marriage Boot Camp, she really was drinking a lot. And Ernest was like, yo, she stay, lit. So we shall see how this is going to pan out. But in any event, we get down to Erica. Erica's still going through the worst when it comes to Safaree. Okay. Erica is, in the middle of the situation when it comes to Safaree. She kind of used Rich, or she's going to use Rich to make Safaree jealous. Rich wants another chance. They're going to try to be friends. And Rich has asked Erica Mena to go to Young Jock's wedding. And that's a sham. That wedding is just terrible. Everybody knows that Jock is cheating. Everybody knows that the girls out here on the show claiming that she was sleeping with Jock up and up, up and up and up until this date. And everybody sitting there, Erica sitting up in the wedding, getting text messages, saying that, oh, Jock got this girl pregnant. Jock is with Mita. And so it's a bad situation. She's dealing with Safaree, and she still haven't got the divorce done with Safaree. And right now, She cussed Safaree out and she told him that he's too old and she's still young. She's only 32 and she could do what she need to do out here in these streets and get what she wants. And she was like, you're like 40 or something, she said to Safaree. And then Safaree turned around. Safaree turned around and said, you ain't gonna get no big meat like this. Ever. And she was like, what does that meat do? That meat is there for nothing. What is it? Doesn't mean anything. It's not a big deal. And Safaree said, yeah, it doesn't give me nothing. Nothing comes to me. And Safaree was like, well, it has been good to me. And Safaree, and Erica is still going on back and forth. I don't think they're gonna get back together because they exposed each other too much, but they're both crazy. And Erica basically, claiming that Safaree, like the same sex and stuff like that on Instagram, and just doing like shady stuff and talking to young girls and all types of stuff. Like, oh God, like, Erica, I know you wish you didn't get married. Like, I don't even know why you ran up into that situation. Whew, Lord, I mean, that's just crazy. I couldn't even imagine. Safaree has not been faithful since he's been married to Erica. He's been cheating on her since they got married. Like, yo. And then you put up with him and you took him back and back. You took him back from the family reunion. You made up with him and jumped in the bed, and he was still sleeping with that girl that he brought a drink to and gave her a card, and she was out here. You were beefing with her recently, going back and forth and calling each other out and all types of stuff. Like, damn, I mean, you really married some shit. Like, I mean, like, life's supposed to get better, not worse like that. Like, And let's talk about this outfit right here. So we got Melody Holt. She had on this same outfit. Candy Burris had on this same outfit. So I guess there is a discount and there is a sale on this outfit because I done seen this outfit on 3 different shows. Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14, Love and Marriage Huntsville, this season, and then now Bambi got on the situation. So Bambi got the blonde going, her hair don't look too bad. It might look like it may make her look more like a horse or whatever the case, but it's a cute hairstyle. She do got on the heavy earrings, but in any event, so now her and Erica meet up, and basically they're talking about Young Jock, and they are going to tell Kendra that her man ain't ish, and all these rumors out here in these streets. I can't take it no more. Look at all these rumors. I mean, like, so they gonna pop Kendra's bubble, and Miss Karlie Redd, she gonna be somewhere around licking up the pieces and adding her 2 cents in and throwing candy, and drinking soda and and shaking the champagne bottle. She gonna be doing too much because she gonna get into the situation. But she didn't tell Kendra, so Kendra is going to find out because now Erica and Bambi feel like you should know that everybody's laughing at you on the show. Everybody's making fun. They're sitting up at your wedding like, oh, it couldn't be me. Thank God it ain't me. Oh my gosh, she's saying I do to that man. Do you see this woman claiming that she's pregnant? You got Mita over here showing up and everywhere. It's gonna be soon that Mita and Kendra are going to come face to face. And what Kendra gonna do? Karlie Redd is out here saying that Jock tried to get some punani from her or at his bachelorette party. Like, Kendra, you Reed went foot on his finger. God is trying to tell you something right now. Right now, the Lord is trying to tell you something. But Kendra, she's the type of woman, if she catch her man in the bed in her house, she would ask Jock why he do it. She would sit the woman down and probably ask her why. What do he want from you? What are you giving him that I am not giving him? She'll piece it together. She might be angry. She might throw the refrigerator. She might throw the freezer and stuff like that, but then she'll come back and say, these are the things I need to do better for him. And Jock, you need to do these things and let's work on this. And Jock has been like, okay, baby. And he gonna be swinging that lang lang all over the place. So because she doesn't want to be a loser, and she don't want to be a person that gives up, because she never gave up on her father and things of that nature. So she's gonna hold on for dear life when it comes to Jock. And Jock knows exactly what he's doing. He knows he got a good woman. I believe he does love her, but he also, he can't control his second head, and that's the problem. Hopefully he will get it together as he's getting older. But Kendra is actually a good woman. She has a career. She comes from, a prestigious family, and she's a good woman, and she accepts him as who he is. If he can just keep it in his pants, Lord have mercy. What's up, Catbox? How you doing? She will still marry Jock. I mean, yeah, she already did. She done married him. That girl gonna still marry. She knows what he's doing. She gotta know. She gotta know. She's, unless she don't got no common sense. They Jamaican for 14 years, and yes, the meat was big, probably kept me coming back. But sis finally learned my lesson and let that go. He asked me to marry me. He was an unfaithful fool too. I know, girl. Hey, at least you woke up. At least you woke up, baby. At least you woke up. Sometimes, we'll stay there for a while, but we know we gotta go. But Kendra sees something that we don't see in Jock. So, even her wedding is a joke. Okay. And Jock made it even more of a joke by inviting that comedian there to interrupt. Okay. So it's just a joke, Kendra. And right now we got Bambi and Erica. They having this conversation, and also they know that T. And when it comes to Erica, Bambi said that, behind the scenes, my husband was telling me that I was too mean to my mama and this and that. So it seems like Jock is saying, not Jock, but Scrappy is telling, Bambi that, hey, you went off, because Bambi is very, very aggy. Like she goes from 0 to 100, 0 to 1,000, and she'll stay at 1,000 and go to 3,000 and come back down to 1,000, and that's come for her. Then the way she talks with her mouth, her head, and her teeth, it's just like, it seems like she's disrespecting you, as she's speaking to you sometimes. Like she's telling you what it is and what's up. You know what I mean? Like too much. And so, you got this whole situation. So she said that, her husband had told her that, she did a mean thing. She wasn't nice to Mama D last season, Blase the third. And Erica was like, girl, what you mean? That she said something, her tone of her voice. And Erica, girl, what you mean? You was pregnant, Bambi? All you got is your voice when you pregnant. And Bambi just smiled. She was just so happy that somebody understood her. And I understood exactly what Erica was saying. Because sometimes when you're pregnant, you feel helpless. And you got 1,000 emotions going on in your head. There's 1,000 feelings going on. There's 1,000 thoughts going on. And then on top of that, some of them are not cohesive. All right. Especially when you're in a stressful situation, you just want to rip the leg off the turkey. Okay. So they have that conversation. So, she's about to go spill the tea, and they're gonna spill the tea and talk about the situation. But her spot does look nice. It seems like she got the floor done. The floor looks nice. It looks like she needs to go over that wall, either wash that wall or put some better paint around the edges, dress it up a little bit more on that side. But other than that, her shop looks nice. She's bringing money in, and she's basically saying, oh, she's been with the kids because Scrappy's out here touring. He's doing all this and that. And then she goes, he gotta, make his little, he gotta make his little money. Why you say he gotta make his little money, Bam? Why you say it like that? That was like shade, but I don't even know if she knew that that's shade. She got to make his little money, because basically Bambi's saying that he wants me to give him his flowers, but what about giving me my flowers as well? And she does have a point, because she's with the kids, and Bambi do have a difficult time with the kids. Okay, them kids are busy, and they like to eat, and they move around, and that's a big ass house that they live in. So and I don't know why she don't got any help, maybe because they want to keep it private, or she wants to give the kids what she had when she she was growing up, mama home or whatever the case is. So in any event, Erica body looks disfigured as she's sitting down. It really looks like when you sit down a Barbie doll, like the hip and the thighs are all matched up and it just look robotic. It just like, I don't know. But all that injection she did to her hips and her butt, it don't look good. It looks like she's in pain. It looks like her bones are popping out when she was sitting down and the camera was up close on her. So you got that situation. So they're gonna they're gonna tell Kendra they're gonna be there for her. They're gonna be there for her. And Rennie Lucci, her whole situation is sad. Rest in peace, rest in power to her mom. I know she's going through a lot, but I wonder if her father's white or Hispanic or anything of that nature, because her brother and her sister are definitely black. And so we got this situation where, Bambi is basically telling Scrappy about young Jock. And he was like, well, maybe it ain't true. Maybe it's a lie. Maybe they ain't real. And he was like, oh my God, a baby and a woman. And, Bambi's trying to tell him like, yeah, you need to talk to your friend and this and that. There's a baby on the way. Like, Lord, they be coming up with these storylines. But in any event, Scrappy don't really want no part of this. He just don't want it to be anybody thinking that he's out here cheating. He don't want to hear about nobody else cheating because he don't want Bambi to get any ideas that he is cheating or anything of that nature. He don't like them conversations because Bambi did walk out on him not once but twice. And the third time she might not come back, and he ain't trying to lose her. He's trying his best to be better than what he was with her. But I think she's still having a difficult time because she feels like she don't get her flowers. And it seems like it seems like he tries so much to please her, but I think he just needs to just ask her again, what does she want from him, and write it down and remember it, and then repeat them behaviors, because it seems like she still ain't satisfied with what he's given. And it seems like he's given a lot of what he can give and everything else. And she's like, she's doing too much because she is a mother of 3, and then she's running a whole hair salon, a whole shop, and then she's doing all this and she's trying to rap, and then he can go off and disappear and she's by herself, and it don't seem like, and her family's in California and she doesn't have Mama D to help her, and it just makes more sense if they were closer. And they're not, because it can come in handy, because she wants to be in the studio. She wants to be rapping and all that other stuff. So y'all know how the situation is. Those brown and black like cheetah boots. I know. I didn't even talk about them boots. The whole outfit was like cowgirl girl. The whole outfit was just like, whole outfit was like, girl, this is definitely, the clothes that she might be selling in that store. When you got the swap meet, you got all these other stores. You go into the hair salon, you can get clothes, you can get earrings, you can get jewelry, you can get piercings, and you can get an outfit to go to the club. That's what it looks like. But I know it did cost money, but it just, and Erica body, if you go back to the episode and watch it, the way she sits is really weird. It just looks like her hips are disfigured when she sits down and she moves forward. It doesn't look normal. But yeah, and she got the whole look. She got the whole look going on. She got the whole look that I'm almost here. I almost made it, to that situation. So now we have Bambi. She's letting Scrappy know what's going on, and he lets her know that Mama's about to come to the house, and she's not really too happy about Mama coming to the house. And she said, "You catching me off guard," but she knew the camera was coming. And so in any event, she said she can only deal with Mama D in doses. She said birthdays, maybe her dog dying, and Christmas. So if she can only deal with her in 3 doses, that means that she's not probably too welcoming of Mama D coming to her house. So, but then Mama D has a point where she doesn't feel welcome coming to the house because, she don't really talk to the girl. Mama D and Bambi said, I can only take her in 3 doses. So that means 3 times a year. Mama D, you get to see the kids. Mama D, you got to make this right too. But so it doesn't feel welcoming. So Mama D just ain't gonna pull up to the house and be like, "What's up?" Getting out the car, with her pocketbook, her cigarette in her mouth, and her glass in her hand, and come through, pick up the kids, fake cook or whatever the case is. It's not that type of situation where she feels comfortable and just pulling up. Maybe she went to the store and she brought something real quick, or she brought some food and she wanted to have lunch with Bambi, or she wanted to bring her something to eat to try this, or bring the grandbaby something to eat. It doesn't seem like, if she wanted to do that, it's not welcome. And if she fried a bunch of chicken and wanted to bring it over, you know what I mean, just pop up or something like that. It doesn't seem like she feels comfortable in doing that. And Bambi already said, I only can take her in 3 doses. Okay. And Mama D is basically saying that she got to drive all the way to the north. And so she's feeling like this drive is too far. This drive is too long. And, she's going to try to make it work. So Mama D is actually being mature, and she's not really throwing a lot of shade. And she's trying to, talk to Bambi to see if she can get to see the grandkids, because she ain't seen the grandkids, y'all. She been talking, for at least 6 to 7 months that she ain't seen the grandkids. Okay. And so, get ready to have this conversation. Bambi already looks like she don't want to be bothered. She already looks like she's tired. And, she got to do everything in her power just to not cuss this lady out and tell her to get out of my house. Okay. But she's a good sport in the situation, because Mama D was just sprung on her. And Scrappy's sitting there saying, I just hope I don't get Erica. I don't get Bambi upset. And, and I don't seem like I'm siding with my mama. So he definitely, when Mama D was looking at Scrappy for support when she was saying things, he didn't go that route. He went to make sure he supported Bambi and what she was trying to say. And then he came in, with a solution, but he made sure, he didn't agree with his mama. Okay. Oh, thank you, Top Bugatti. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, Cat Box, what's going on? So, so she's sitting there, and it's just like, Lord. And again, and Bambi is just ready to go. Bambi's ready to go. And she was like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to get paid. Let's do this. And so we get to that situation where, basically, Scrappy tells Bambi that Mama D's kind of on a warpath because she wants to see her grandbaby. So that tells you that she does want to see the kids. And it seems like she does care. And it seems like she is trying to make it work. And Bambi's been like trying to make it work with Mama D, but there's plenty of times that she sacrificed when she was pregnant to try to bring Mama D around, or Mama D would come to the house and act like a complete fool, but Mama D was drinking a lot back then. So at this point it's more calmer. Then Mama D would turn around, supposed to be cool with Bambi mama, and then do something, and it's just like this shenanigans. Bambi's really tired of it. I just don't think she I just think she's done. She's just done. Like, she would have to see a miracle with Mama D for her to actually think that Mama D is actually going to change or be a different person or support her. And I don't think she wants Mama D support. I think she's just like one of them people that she looks at Mama D, I got to look out for. She's a snake. That's how I see it. So, and if you feel like, if she probably feels that way about Mama D, how are you going to want your kids around her? So it could be a possibility that she is keeping the kids away, and she's not making it comfortable for Mama D to come through like that. Oh, thank you so much, Catbox. This show is a mess. Ain't stop laughing. I know it is a mess. It's a mess. And I just don't know how Bambi, take care of the kids with them nails that she got on. And, she shaded him. So when she shaded her husband, baby. So, Scrappy, he's sitting there like, oh God, like he's on pins and needles. You know what I mean? Because these are 2 important women in his life. But at this point, if Scrappy has already chosen his wife, so it's not if or whatever. He has chosen Bambi. And Bambi has mentioned this over and over in her interviews. She's done 3 interviews being questioned about her relationship with Mama D. Because I think Bambi really felt a certain type of way that Mama D got the upper hand when Mama D basically went on Instagram and said that Bambi want to beat me up. She threatened me. She's jealous and insecure of my relationship with Shay Johnson. She's keeping my son and my grandbabies from me. And that's all Mama D did. And that's it. And the post, I think the post might still be up on her Instagram page. And Bambi went did an interview with Raquel. She did an interview with homeboy, I don't know his name, I can't remember. And she did an interview with somebody else. And then so Bambi been out here, okay? She's bothered by Mama D. Mama D has Bambi bothered. Bambi, look at Mama D sitting there like an angel. Mama D sitting there like she ain't never did nothing wrong. Mama D sitting up there calm. She's relaxed. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't even swear. She didn't even cuss. She didn't even, wrinkle her jean jacket. Mama D was on her best behavior. Bambi was loud. Bambi had her hands all up. Nobody want to talk. Don't put your hand on my face, especially with them damn nails on your hand, girl. You don't need to talk with your hand, but I know that's how you talk, okay? But it's too much, especially when you're trying to convey that you are open to her. Bambi got the cross up. She got the holy water, and she got cocoa butter, smeared on her face, trying to block Mama D, with God. And then she got the Vaseline, the cocoa butter on her face, just in case she got a swing on her. Thank you so much, Catbox. She needs rehab. Thank you so much, Top Bugatti. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for your support. That leather bag on the car. I wasn't even gonna say that. Why you pouring out the bag, Maddie? I was looking at that bag like that looked like a 1975 bag right there. That's 1975. She got rollers up in there. It done lost it. It done lost this touch. It done lost this shine. It done lost everything. I wasn't even gonna say nothing about the bag. The bag is sitting there. Lord. Oh no, that's a possibility. Thank you for liking. I appreciate that. No Sue what base. Well, what she can do is try to get visitation rights to see her grandkids, okay, to see her grandkids and things of that nature, because there is such thing as grandparents' rights. That is definitely was thick. It was hella thick up in there, but Mama D, I don't know what she had her calmness on, okay? She had that calmness, and that calmness was definitely calm. And so, Mama D's basically talking about, she's all the way up north. Bambi can barely stomach her. Only 3 times a year she can. And, when it comes to the situation, Mama D says that she feels unwanted and she wants to see the grandkids. And she basically is telling Bambi that you be out here and you be going to California, you be going to Cali, you be going to Kakalaki, you be up there in Cali, packing the kids up, but you can't pack the kids up and bring them to see grandma. Like, what's up? Mama D's in her confessionals basically saying that's the children's book out here. That's what you're supposed to do. Since when is she's the first woman that got 3 kids that she got to get dressed and load them up in the car and then take them to see grandma? That's uno monuno. Uno nuno. I can't even say it right now. That's number 1. That's number 1 that you're supposed to do. And so Mama D is talking hella crap, and then Bambi saying, what you think? It's hard to do this. This is difficult. Like, it's not easy. You don't put forth the effort to do it. And then, when it comes to Scrappy, he's basically saying, yeah, it's hard for her to pack up the kids. And I've seen Bambi pack up the kids and the car, and they were already dressed. And she has a very hard time. On Instagram, I see her she really, like, the way she lives near the lake, the car, the garage, the babies, the car seats, she's not a great driver, or, so I think that is a lot for her. And she does crack, with the kids. And that's why she's supposed to drop them off at Mama D's house. But if you see Mama D as a rival, as an enemy, do you want to drop your babies off for her? Oh, so you saying grandparents don't have any rights? I never heard that. I heard that grandparents had rights. That like because there's a lot of cases where I have known here where I live at where the grandparents basically wanted to, take their children to court so basically they can have visitation rights, and then the court will decide whether the grandparents can actually see the kids and things of that nature. And that was like a long time ago. And then there's a lot of grandparents that be on Instagram talking about, grandparents' rights. We have the rights to see our grandkids and things like that. Because there's a lot of women, a lot of grandparents that are having problems with seeing their children, seeing their grandchildren. But in any event, when it gets down to this situation, so Mama D is basically, she's just saying, I don't feel welcome, I don't feel good, I don't feel like I'm able to come here, and basically Bambi said, this is my house, this is his house, and and she's I'm my mom's daughter, and you are, when it comes to Scrappy's your son, so you can come here anytime that you want to, because Mama D's basically saying every time, when it comes to Bambi's mom, that she can come in and out the house, she can do this, she can do that, and Mama D doesn't feel like the house is open to her to come. And there was one time that Bambi did say that she can come, Scrappy's here, or Scrappy said that Mama D could come because Bambi's gone. But I just don't think the invitation, I think when it comes to Scrappy, he feels like the tension between his mother and his wife, so he really doesn't, push. He really doesn't push, for his mom to come over, because on other episodes, a couple of years ago, it didn't seem like Bambi wanted Mama D in the house, and then Mama D, was at the fool. So, one of the interviews that Bambi recently did, a couple of months ago, she was saying that, Mama D could come over to the house. I don't like to travel with my kids. I don't like to take them out like that. I keep a close knit circle. I use everything is in the house. Mama D can come to the house. She's welcome, because Bambi was being questioned, by Raquel, like, Mama D said she's not seeing her grandkids or whatever. And so Bambi said, well, she got to come to the house. Mama D's more like an out body. She's like, she's outside more and stuff like that. She got to come over here. I'm an inside the house type of person. And then after she did that interview with Raquel, like the next day, I'm just showing you part of this video because I did a video on it, that, Bambi, posted to, her Instagram, the grandma, her grandmother, and then the kids are out, they're at the arcade, they're in a public place, a public venue, Scrappy's there, and it doesn't seem like Mama D wasn't there, she wasn't invited. And this is after the back and forth, I believe, that she had with Bambi. Or yes, this was afterwards. But then when she did the interview, she's basically saying that she stays in the house, this and that. This happened right around the time. And so they're out there on Instagram posting it. So it almost looked like, Bambi was taking a shot at Mama D, because after she did the interview with Raquel, that she stays in the house, blah, blah, blah. The next thing you know, Mama D is still saying some words, because Mama D is still being shady, and she's being shady over there on Erica's page, Scrappy's first baby mama. And so she was basically saying, thank you, Erica, for being around and letting me see my grandkids. And then so Bambi basically posted, and Bambi posted this video, and then it was videos of, the kids playing with their other grandmother, and, the mom being at the house and everything. So to me, I felt like she was taking a shot at Mama D. And then she was putting the kids online even more frequent like this, but just not really saying that, because usually when she does a live, like the kids are in the activity, but it almost seems like she's putting them and showing them like, Mama D, this is what you never gonna get. Okay. So that was a whole lot back and forth going on in that situation. Hey, what's up, Miss T? How you do? Mama D dropped that bomb of a husband. She did. Yes, she dropped him, girl. Yes, she did, girl. She dropped him. And it's up to the parents. If the parents say no, it ain't gonna go down. I know there's some grandparents have been awarded visitation rights to see their grandkids. I'll just Google it just to while I'm online or whatever. But there have been, grandparents, because if a grandparent can adopt the baby or take the baby in when their child, can't take care of them and things of that nature, then why can't they see them if the child refuses? Unless, they're sex offenders or abusive like that. That's a whole different story. Most of it, girl. You missed most of it, Miss T. The Bam and Mama D have never been good, and they still ain't good. They still ain't good. What's up, Ralph? Yes, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Pete Squad is in the building. Yes, Pete Squad is in the building, baby. Yeah, that's true. Aunties have rights too. And Marlo Law. Why you? Marlo. Marlo was out here on Instagram doing some things today, and different states. Here, it is not the state of New York. You what? Well, one of the cases was in New York, because the grandmother, she wasn't able to see the kid because the father was in jail, and the baby mama was crazy, and they lived in the Bronx, and she ended up getting rights to see that child and getting visitation. So in any event, with the situation going on, they have been going back and forth. So this is after the sit down. So right now you see them on common ground, like they're able to be in the same room, but there's been a whole lot going back and forth. And then Mama D has been out here kissing and hugging and rubbing on Shay's belly, going to the party. She's been out here throwing shade at saying that Scrappy's still in contact with Shay, acting like Shay baby might be Scrappy's. Shay still didn't tell us who her baby daddy is. And so, and any event, this is the things, when Mama D posted this on social media, Bambi went back and forth with her and basically said, no, you lying, Mama D, you ain't telling the truth, keep the same. So when Bambi said, please have the same energy you got on the gram the next time you see me in person, because she basically calling out Mama D, saying Mama D be laughing and grinning her face, but then she got on the gram and said that. So I guess if Mama D was lying about that, just say she was, but she wasn't, because Bambi said that she wasn't threatening her. So I don't think Mama D was lying. I think she took the words that Bambi said to her, that it could, you could possibly consider it as a threat, like somebody would take it as a threat. It's just words like, are you ready, and things of that nature, but not. Bambi was basically saying, that's just how I speak, okay? And it went down here from there. And so, and this is after filming, so you already know that it's gonna get worse between these two. But right now, Mama D is being calm. Mama D is being good. Mama D sitting on that couch like she don't drink, like she don't smoke, and like she don't party. Okay, she's sitting on that couch like she's still in church. All right. Georgia laws allow grandparents to have rights. Drop the kids off so fast at Mama D's house she wouldn't see them coming. But Bambi sees Mama D as an enemy. Because why would she drop her off? You got to see her struggling on Instagram with them kids. It'd be hard, especially when Scrappy's traveling, trying to feed them and feed the other ones. Like, her kids are busy. Her kids are busy and they are smart. You know what I mean? And she doesn't have any family in Atlanta like that. Her family's in California. They would have been at her house, girl. They would have been there, and as soon as she wake up in the morning, they would have been up at her house. I'd be like, can you come over and watch the kids? I'll send the Uber to pick you up and drop you off. Okay, you want to see the kids? But, I don't think Bambi trusts Mama D. And I think Bambi has a guard up because I think she might feel if she let Mama D get too close, her marriage will end. Oh yeah, they got 3. Oh, they just the last baby that they had. I already told you. I already told everybody. No, I would not want Mama D to be my mother-in-law. No, I wouldn't want her to be my mother-in-law. But just say if I had a mother-in-law like Mama D, I would understand that she's crazy. I would understand that she's sneaky. I would understand that she's jealous. I would understand a lot of different things about her. And also she suffer from, alcohol addiction and things of that nature. And she wants attention. She wants to feel important. And I will put my boundaries. When you put your boundaries with her and you stick to it, you straight. And also, I wouldn't take anything personal that she does, and I wouldn't believe anything that she says. I would just have regular conversations with her, come and play with the kids or whatever. Me and my husband will have conversations about when before she comes and after she comes to make sure that our bonds stay tight, because you got somebody that has, a lot of different issues and they don't like me. And so I don't want them to put anything in your head. I want to make sure I'm not putting anything extra in my head. So I will be having these conversations with my husband. So we'll be working as a team to deal with her. And basically she knows when she comes through how to act and how to behave. Point blank, period. You got to put boundaries down. You have to teach people how you want them to treat them. And also, you want her around the kids, and it's things that you want her to know about the kids, just in case you need her in the midnight hour, okay? On that train to Georgia, if you need her. So you need to teach her, it's based, Mama D would be like raising an adult child, you will have in your life. You know what I mean? You just give her little trinkets and she'll behave. Little trinkets and she'll behave. I'm so ignorant. They have to make it work. The both of them love Scrappy. Facts. Keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. Amen. That's what she should be doing. Cause now Mama D running her ass over there on Love and Hip Hop Miami, talking about Scrappy still meeting up with Shay, and Shay's like, yeah, I don't see. Oh, I know. I don't. So the divorce court is it, huh? It's one of those situations. So in any event, so they sitting here at this tape, so they sitting on the couch and they're having this conversation, and Bambi's doing all that. Mama D moved up a little bit. Mama D looked like, she's at peace. Now we get to see the pocketbook up close. Yes, the pocketbook's been through a lot. And Bambi, just the way that she talks is just so like she's so aggravated with you. Bambi needs patience. She don't have any patience. I think Mama D drained all her patience, but she's gonna have to drain them back. You gotta have patience with your kids, and you gotta consider Mama D an adult child, okay? And some aspects of the way that she behaves and acts and how she manipulates sometimes, and how she likes to set fires, or she likes to separate and divide, because she has mental issues as well throughout what she's been through in her life. So you got to understand what type of person that you're dealing with, and that way they can never affect you. This is why this is why Shay can be in a circle with Mama D. Shay has boundaries with Mama D. She has boundaries and things of that nature with her, and plus she's not with Scrappy. If she was, she'd probably be beefing, but Shay has boundaries that she's not going to allow someone to do. And when it comes to Bambi, she's just done with your sis. She's done with your sis. She's done. And then Scrappy's acting like he's done. So, you're going to have to take that extra step. And so, she was like, why can't you bring the kids? So she didn't say any of this negative things to her. Like, girl, you can't, like, since when are you the first woman to have 3 kids and get them dressed and put them in a car? Like, come on. So she's basically saying it's excuses, but she's being nice about the excuses and things of that nature that she's saying. I ain't going to talk about Mama's D here. I ain't going to go there and talk about all that we see on the screen. I'm not going to do that to Mama D. So moving on from that situation, and Scrappy, he jumps in and he was like, yeah, make it easy and come over, like you can come, but she doesn't feel welcome. And so in order for her to feel welcome is a hello, how you doing, come over, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Or Mama D to just show up and drop by. I think she needs to call first. I think if she just run, I think Mama D was like, the way that your mom running in and out the house, how come I can't run in and out the house? I don't think Bambi's ready for Mama D to run in out the house. And I don't think that she will make it comfortable for Mama D to run in up out of her house. Bambi, to me, she would be the type of person Mama D come through and not call her. She would be cutting off the lights, shutting down the TV, putting the kids in the basement, and it would act like they are not home. She would be acting like Mama D is a Jehovah's Witness. Okay, that's what she will be doing. I know. The bag, you can see the bag even closer. Bambi seems like she is done with Scrappy too. I don't think she's done with him. No, she's not. She's still in love with him. She's still in love with him. She wants more from him, and she wants a whole lot. She wants a lot. She wants a whole lot, and I think the way that she doesn't, she got to have patience, and she has to have patience with adults. You know, she does have a comfortable life, a nice life, when it comes to her and Scrappy living together, and they live very comfortably. They have really, really nice things, and they do support each other, and she can call on him and he can call on her. But I think that she feels like she's putting more on the back burner, and Scrappy's trying to relive his rap career. But that rapping is bringing in Monte, okay? And then she runs a whole business. She got a whole business and employees and shit like that she got to deal with. Order products. She has to order products. She has to make sure the inventory is full. She got to make sure these people pay. She got to make sure she pay the taxes. She got to do all this other stuff. Deal with people's behavior. Deal with, I don't know how she pay the people or whatever the case is, but she got a whole lot going on too as well. And her money's consistent. His money may be large, but it's not like every week or every weekend. And because if it was, she gonna get upset. Because remember, she got mad that he was doing a lot of shows. Scrappy was getting another buzz, before the C hit, and she was complaining about him being on the road. So it's just like, it seems like she's kind of hard to please. Bambi has a store or cheap clothes. She has both. I think she had her clothes on, and I showed the picture earlier, but I think she has the clothes on from her store. I don't know if I'm being shady, but I would wear. It just looks like hair salon clothes that she had on. Okay, I wasn't even gonna talk about her clothes, but somebody in the comments, pointed it out. Scrappy still be going on tour. Yes, I got the video of his last tour. Yes, he went on tour, and he went on tour around Mother's Day, and Mama D was basically, it was Mother's Day, and he was like, Happy Mother's Day to everybody, and I don't think he said Happy Mother's Day to his mother. And I thought that was pretty shitty if he didn't. He didn't do it on social media. He didn't do it on his Instagram page, but him and his wife was going back and forth. So I think at this point, it's safe to say that Scrappy is going to choose his wife every time. It's not like it used to be where Scrappy would, consider what his mom says or fall back into what she has to say. He really wants this marriage to work with Bambi, and he's trying to please her in every way that he possibly can. And I don't think he really knows how to really please her unless he writes down what she says and remember it, or take it to a doctor and ask the doctor to tell him what this paper means and what he should do, because it changes. So they going back and forth, and Bambi said, well, maybe I should, but I don't have any family here. You could come over to the house, and Bambi's saying that if I had my mom and my sisters and my family was here, they will be here. And so basically she's calling out Mama D that you're not here, you're not supporting, you're not helping, you're not trying. I got these kids and it's overwhelming. And then Scrappy jumps in and he goes, yes, Mom, if her family was here, they would be here. And he kind of like tried to interrupt like a little kid, like, what, 1 second, y'all, hold on, yeah. And so Mama D said, this is a lot of excuses. So he was totally not phasing Mama D. You know how when someone sympathize with you, but the person that they're with don't see it for you. So if you show that you even sympathize with his mom, it seems like it felt like he would think it'll be a problem with him and Bam. And so he stayed the course. But also, he could feel that his mom is wrong. And he probably wants his mom to be there. He probably wants Mama D to do more, but I don't know her whole situation. Is Mama D stable enough to be in your house and watching the kids? Is she okay? Because she does have, she likes to drink, and I don't think Scrappy wants her drinking, point blank period, but I don't think he can control her from drinking, because remember they're saying that if Mama D has a drink, she gonna die and all this other shit. She's been drinking up like a storm. She's been doing promos for people drinking, okay? She was just on Love and Hip Hop Miami, drunk as a skunk. So Scrappy, he chimes in the situation, and they're gonna see if they're gonna make it work. And Mama D's just like, okay, I'm just gonna let it go for now. She goes, I didn't win the war, but I got the battle. But what she was trying to say is maybe Bambi won this battle, but she's gonna win the war. And it shouldn't be a battle. What it should be is, how can I help this marriage? How can I assist in this marriage? Maybe I need to convince my son that I'm going to do this. Maybe I could just come by here and there or whatever, but it should be both ways. And they're both very stubborn. Scrappy just trying to keep the peace. He knows his mama's crazy. Yes, please like the video. So, you got that situation. Then we get down to Spice. Spice got music out. Spice is getting nominated for a Grammy. Spice is, her album, did very well. She hasn't been able to put out an album in 10 years. And now she put out an album. It's going Guzoko big, okay? And then Cardi B wants to do a song, and she has done a song, but it's just a demo because Cardi had 2 years to do her verses, and she hasn't. And now she wants to put Spice on the spot and play this song in front of everybody because that's all you have. Like, damn, Cardi, I wouldn't take you serious either. And then we got this lady that's supposed to be a record executive or own a record label, and she's running around with Cardi because she's trying to get a piece of that Spice. Spice sees that she's being used. They're trying to use her. Spice said, you got money, she got money, so you could have put something together. I want to hear that. Okay, that's what she said. Spice was not playing. Then Cardi's gonna try to cry and try to say, Spice, I really want you to do this song. And Spice is like, girl, like I'm being nominated for this. You're gonna put this trash out. It's just like, this is something that's not finished, it's undone. This is the only music that you can play. Like, it's like, okay, basically, working with this record label is riding off of what I do with you. So in any event, Cardi's back up to her shenanigans. Now she's crying. Her face is swollen. Her face is big. She looks like a clown. She got hot dog lips. She got big old choppers. Look like she got ice cubes and peppermint teeth in her mouth. Her cheeks look like somebody's booty. Like, what's going on? Her nose is so long and pointy. She could be Pinocchio. Her forehead is just like, girl, what are you shooting in your face? What are you doing? She was recently crying on Instagram. Why you guys worried about the way I look? My song just hit the charts and it's doing these numbers. No, you look ridiculous. Okay, you look ridiculous. I mean, when you're filming, your lips look like they swollen. That your lips look like, they've been beat up and bruised and busted. Like somebody done hit you in the mouth with a bat and threw a brick. Like, girl, it looks like somebody done took Fix-A-Flat and just put a hole in your cheeks and just started pumping, pump, 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 pump. I mean, like, girl, no, we gonna talk about your face. This is ridiculous that you've been on TV this long and you still don't know when to get your filters in. You still don't know when there's enough time for your face to rest, that you coming out here looking like an idiot, looking like what? Like, Cardi, like, fall back. Like, this is just too much. So she's crying, and Cardi's doing all her fake stuff, but Cardi Redd does succeed. She does make a song. She makes 2 songs with Storm. She's been with Spice. She's been on tour with Spice. Like, she's getting people to respect her for music, and it's a damn shame but she's doing good. Like, she always finds a way to work it out. Whoever it is, whoever she gotta use, whoever she gotta step on, whoever she gotta kiss up to, suck up to, lick up to, everything. Like, she finds a way. Like I said, she's a jack of all trades, a master of none. She's been a cook, she's been a restaurant owner, selling clothes, selling hair, life coach, sex therapist. What else have Karlie Redd did? She didn't have so every season she got a new adventure. She had a book, the book came out. She don't be playing around. She stay busy, she stay on deck. She's one of the people that are very smart with her opportunity, that she did not let her opportunity escape her. And whatever she can do, she was doing boxing, she had a school, she was doing whatever she had to do. Like, she always stayed lit. So, congratulations to Karlie. She's been putting in work. But also, when it comes to Tokyo Vanity basically got at Karlie Redd because Karlie was crying that people were making fun of her surgery and what she looks like. And she said, won't you guys just worry about my album? And Tokyo, Vanity was basically like, girl, or is it Tokyo Tony or Tokyo Vanity? What, the girl that was really on this show, she said that Karlie is getting exactly what she deserved because she bullies people. I was like, Lord, imagine getting bullied by Karlie Redd. You know what I mean? Her nose will be flat, them lips will be gone. I'm telling you, I couldn't even imagine having her. And then she can't fight too as well. And all you got to do is just talk about her history and her past, and you win the argument, you win the battle. But so I guess she's been out here. She's bullying people. No tears, crying is a. Oh yeah, she started crying. Motel 8, she got cheese, Miss T. Lord have mercy. Karlie got the hotel filters special at Motel 6. I bet she did. She got them all. Karlie is addicted to filters for real. She's addicted to all that. She need each and every piece of that shit in her face. And it's like, girl, like, it's so hard to take her seriously, but you got to respect her game and her hustle. She ain't never been asked not to be on the show. She's been on the show since they asked her to be on the show, and she's always reinvented herself to keep herself on the show. So maybe she is a snake within a snake, because on these reality TV shows, people always trying to get you fired to take your spot. Okay. And so let's get to this situation. Let's talk about Miss Shay. Miss Shay's out here in these streets. Girl, who's your baby daddy? People are saying that they know who your baby daddy is. Why are you hiding your baby daddy? Is he embarrassed? Are you embarrassed of him? Is it somebody we do know? You know what I mean? Who is your baby daddy, girl? Did she say who her baby daddy is? Maybe I missed it. You know what I mean? Girl, who's your baby dad? I guess she going to keep him secret. Okay, like, why? We ain't going for him because we already know you in his pockets. You were in his pockets. I just hope Shay didn't get with another loser. I just hope she didn't get pregnant by no loser. Maybe she went to the clinic, and got it inseminated. Inseminated. That don't make no sense. Her daughter is gorgeous. Does she know? I don't know. Mama D is a disrespectful ass. Okay, Keisha. Okay, Keisha. That whole situation is crazy. But it can easily be dealt with if people just knew how to deal with people. So let's move on to Love and Hip Hop Miami. Shay's out here. We see why she's close to Mama D, because when it comes to Mama D is supporting her, and she don't get that support. So Shay mother is, oh my God, thank God we ain't got her mother. You know what I'm saying? So in any event, Shay mother done told Shay that she wished she had all boys. So this is why Shay was on the Flavor of Love, because she never had her mother's love. Her mother never built her up. Her mother never, hugged her like that and told her that she loved her. So that's why she ended up on Flavor of Love and dating that guy in the path that she chose, because she didn't have the support from her mother. Her mother was low down and dirty. Her mother probably was jealous of her because she was pretty. Her mother probably was jealous because she had a good heart. Her mother probably was jealous because she had aspirations. She wanted wanted to be somebody. She had time to, she could do, she was living her life. For her mother to just be so downright nasty towards her daughter, and ever since that she was a child, it's just ridiculous. And it's just so sad that some people have to have parents like this. And so now we understand why she was called Bucky, and why she was out there, because she didn't get the shit that she needed. You know what I mean? And then and the reason why she had had issues, with her self-esteem and her confidence, and picking men like Scrappy, that would mistreat her and lie to her. And she'll believe it because she kept over and over believing her mama would be changed or be different. It's just so sad. So you see from Kendra, you see Mama D, you see, when it comes to Bambi, Erica, and even what's her name? Yandy, and who else? And Sierra. I mean, it's just so sad. Like, thank God they made it. Shit. Because it was a hell of a battle with these parents, and they went through a lot as children, and we all do. But I'm like, damn. And Sierra's out, like, we gotta let me get to Sierra real quick. This shit was sad when it comes to Sierra. Sierra mother is, because Sierra didn't make it look like her mother was drunk. She made it look like her mother had it going on. Her mother had money. Her mother was giving away money and blah blah blah. And her mother had, she was prestigious or whatever. Her mother is a completely total drunk. And like, why are you putting your mother on TV as a total completely drunk? Like, she's hiding bottles of liquor in her purse, getting drunk. She has an infection. She won't take her pills and shit. Put that woman in a motherfucking rehab and lock the door, lock the key. Give your mother a bottle of liquor and tell her, hey, listen, I want you to sign this paper that's actually saying that I'm going to be your guardian, that I have power of attorney over you, and put her in a clinic, not on this goddamn show for a storyline. Rasheeda done started this shit because Rasheeda done embarrassed her mother. What did Rasheeda do? Rasheeda had her mother on here. She had her sisters on here. Now Rasheeda got her father on here, and Rasheeda had who else did Rasheeda have on here? Her sister. Rasheeda had all these people and her family that she embarrassed on the show, and she told their business. And now we got, Sierra doing this to her mother. It's god awful. And it's just god awful, the situation with Sierra. I don't even know. I know you want to help people and stuff, but get her clean first before you bring her on TV where she's giving you a drunken, situation where all of a sudden now she gonna quit. If she won't stop drinking for 7 days to take her antibiotics because she got a liver infection or a kidney infection, there's no way that she's going to be able to stay in that damn house. Could you imagine having an infection in your body and you won't take your antibiotics because you drink? That sounds like a person with a real heavy, serious problem. So y'all gonna play kumbaya in the house and turn your house into a facility to keep your mama there. You better put her in a hospital because she might, I don't even think Sierra's gonna do it, but her. I hope it works in the house. But when people are suffering from alcohol, it's very important to make sure there's a nurse or a doctor that's involved, especially if they have, heavy drinking is causing their body to shut down, that you need to have, some professional people there. But girl, she don't need to be on TV. She needs to, unless VH1 is going to pay for her to be in a rehab. At the end of the show, she's going to be in rehab. She's going to be in a Betty Ford Center. What's going on? Like, this is just too much. Y'all are killing me. We're bringing your family on this show, and just this show is on its last legs. You don't got to embarrass your family at the end of the day, because y'all ain't learning from Rennie Lucci. Y'all ain't learning. Y'all playing games out here. You see, she lost her mother. She has regrets of having her on the show and arguing with her, okay? And it's not her fault or anything like that, but this is what you're going to put yourself through when you don't need to, so you got that whole situation. I'm just like, Lord, it's a whole mess, y'all. It's really, let me see if I can get this down. And I gotta talk about Married to Medicine. Also, Married to Medicine, I seen, the girls go back and forth on, on Twitter. So we see Dr. Heavenly and Contessa really, beefing. Like they ain't TV beefing. They ain't TV beefing when you talk about kids. They ain't TV beefing no more. They beefing. They beefing. And but who's gonna win. Let me see. Let me bring this up. I have to bring this up because the thing is, it's getting too hot in here. Okay, so we had Shay, poor Shay in her childhood. And then we have Florence. I don't know if you guys know Florence. Like, she's Haitian. She got a husband. I'm just waiting for her sister to tell her that she slept with her husband. That's all I want to know. Gaia, oh my God. This is why I'm so glad I don't got a sister like Gaia. I never wanted a sister. I was so afraid that I was going to get a sister like Gaia. Sleeping. I got her best friend sleeping with her husband. Her sister's husband. Now she sleeps with her sister's husband. It's just so terrible. And Gaia's always drunk. She looks like she got mental issues. She's not worried about her child. And then we got Florence, this man that she's married to. Marlon, Marlon is just a dog, that's just what it is for some women and of some coaches and just women, period. They will put up with a dog. Okay. They will have that dog all around. That dog be sleeping up and down the street, got fleas and everything. You know what I mean? She's still sleeping with this man. This man has slept with her sister, allegedly. And the sister's so ignorant, the sister's so dumb. She ain't gonna leave her husband because you slept with her. She gonna never talk to you again. Like, oh my God, wait till her kids find out that auntie slept with my daddy just so she can break up the relationship with my sister. So my sister won't be married to Marlon. Everybody has a no good mother sucker at one point in time. Some people still got one, but at one point in time, you're gonna have to let them grow up out of the situation. They ain't gonna leave until they ready. But you don't open your legs and sleep with your sister husband. I mean, that is just nasty. And just like, the girl look crazy. You know what I mean? She already looks like she's on something. Like, she don't look like it's just alcohol. Okay. I mean, just dirty. Ladies are trying to fight. They got too much money in their bodies. You already know. Fax's daughter is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. Yeah, I know. They both had. She was like, "What's her name?" Florence was like, "I ain't trying to fight. I got silicone in my breast. I just got my breast done, girl. You need to go get some counseling. You need to go get some help. Okay, that's what you need. You went over there to go see them voodoo people. They couldn't help you. The Santa Maria people couldn't help you. Voodoo couldn't help you. You know why they couldn't help you? Because you're stupid. Magic and God can't help stupid people. Okay, you want to be in that relationship? Lord have mercy. When Dawn told this girl that you need to drop your husband and move for her career, her husband is getting up on stage trying to fight and just embarrassing her. He bullies you. He tells you what to do, and you accept everything, and you open them legs up and you let that man touch you. My skin will crawl off because this man is nasty, and he will sleep with anybody in your face because you're gonna come around and be around. There's no reason. I don't care if you got 1,000 kids with a mother sucker. There's no reason that you need to stay there. You got your own business, you got your own money, you got your own career, and you out here working. It's not like he's spoiling you. It's not like he's giving you the greatest life that there is. He's only giving you, half of what he has, because the other half is out here in the streets. But in any event, I can't wait to see her response when she finds out her sister done slept with her husband. And what you think she gonna do? She ain't gonna believe her damn sister. And I don't even believe her sister either. But it's a storyline. She's supposed to be performing in front of 50,000 people. They're playing games with her. Yeah, they was disrespectful, whatever. But I would have still tried to see if I can get on that stage, just so the people could see me. So just because she said she's the queen of Copa, I don't know, whatever, she's the queen of Copa music. The Haitian community in Miami is pissed off and mad at her. Y'all, they are upset. And I would be mad at that hairstyle that you got on top of your head. Take that blonde shit off and put some black and red in, and let's keep it cute. You are not a Barbie, baby. If you don't even try to look like a Barbie, because you don't get treated like a Barbie, you can't live like Barbie. Nothing about you says Barbie. You says, deranged, strange, and abused. Okay, girl, and mentally, strained and mentally got issues. She's a smart girl. She got a nice personality and everything, but she is blinded by that man. You know what I mean? People be acting like they can't never find love again, like they'll never be happy, like they can't live without somebody, like you can't get another man in there to raise them kids and do right by them. Okay, like they be acting like they gotta stay with a mother sucker. They be doing too much. And so we got this situation when it comes to Trina. Trina's talking to her fiance, and he tells her about Bobby and what's going on with Bobby Lytes and all this other stuff. And she says, I don't give a damn about Barbie. Trina don't want to be bothered with Barbie at all. Like, she's kind of through and done with Barbie. She said, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. You ain't going to be bringing this drama around and everything of that nature. So basically, she's just done and she's just through. He's family and everything. They might not be blood, but in any event, she don't want to be bothered with him no more. And her boyfriend punched Bobby in the face. So Bobby recently got revenge, and he was up on, at a party, got on Instagram, and he was out here dancing, to, Kaya. He was out here dancing to Kaya, y'all. I mean, he was out here just right there. He was my neck, my back. He was out there just jamming at Kaya, and that was definitely a shot at his cousin. He was definitely taking shots at his cousin. I mean, I did a video on it, so it's on my channel if you want to check it out and listen to him dance to Kaya and his friends in the background clapping and everything, knowing that Kaya and Trina got beef from long time ago. Beef. He was in the beef. He even beef with Trina. Beef with Kaya. So in any event, when it comes to the princess, when it comes to whore, she is done with Bobby, and she said, I don't even want to talk about it. So Bobby, she do with you right now. So let's see how Bobby gonna act. So Trina said, I'm through, done, finito. We got Marlon, Florence's husband. He's on stage trying to grab the mic out of somebody's hand. Yes, that was kind of cute. Yes, that was kind of sexy. He wanted his wife to be on a mic or whatever. But then you got Dawn, he feels like his wife is being disrespected. If you disrespect his wife, you disrespecting him. He may disrespect her, with spreading, his eggs around town, but he ain't gonna allow nobody else to disrespect his wife. So he feels like the promoter and everybody's disrespecting Florence and Flo, and he gonna go on stage and snatch the mic. You can't do that, baby. But he did. It was kind of cute, and at least he took his aggression out on another man, you know what I mean, and not a woman. There's times that we do need men to be aggressive. There's times that we need the animal and the beast to come out of a man to protect us, but we don't need you to be having that energy and that aggression towards a woman. Okay, no, not today. So we have that whole situation. And then Ray J is out here, running amok, doing amok. He's packing up their Miami home. He got a condo. What's her name? Princess. She got a condo too as well. Her and Ray J are going through it. So they're supposed to be getting their divorce. I don't know if they're going to get the divorce. She said she was going to get divorced in August. It's August. August is passed, and I believe she's still married to Ray. But in any event, Ray done tell her that he can sleep with hoes and prostitutes and strippers. They don't count because they don't mean nothing. But you dating a guy is a problem. So that means he's been out here sleeping with whores, prostitutes, and we have documented this information on the channel. Princess have went live on Instagram to tell us that Ray is, picking up escorts. He's sleeping with escorts and things of that nature. And he's telling her up front that I'm sleeping with prostitutes. Ray, why are you so nasty? Like, why do you need to sleep with all these different women? Like, what is going on? Like, Ray, like, I don't, why get married if you can't, basically be faithful? She wants you to be faithful. Did she say that you could be out here sleeping with women and then, she changed up on you? But he's been cheating the whole time. Ray J has not been faithful to Princess since he said I'll do to her. Since he been with her, he has not been faithful to Princess. He is just like Safaree, okay? Princess is not the greatest person in the world. Princess is not, she got some attitude and things of that nature. But at the same time, Ray, you sitting out here just sleeping with these women. Hopefully he's using protection because he didn't have no baby on her, but you can bring something back home. So, I guess, the lifestyle that she's living is worth it. Like, could you imagine he's out here sleeping with prostitutes and bragging about it? Maybe he's a Compton girl. That's how she talks. She's sick of that lady. She's sick of that lady. Princess knows what, because the way that he's bragging about him sleeping with these ladies, I know that it's supposed to be getting like, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Like, I would be so scared to sleep with Ray J. I would be scared to sleep with Ray J, scared to sleep with Marlon. Who else? Scared to sleep with Safaree. Who else? Scared to sleep with Kirk. You know what I mean? And you guys are married to these guys. I mean, these guys have no chill at all. They be dipping and dapping. See, this is Princess recently. Princess recently, like last month, was hugged up with Ray J. So this is why I'm saying I just don't think that she's being real. So they was at a 50 Cent party. Let me go back to that. Because sometimes I be having so much stuff and it just be like so much going on. Where am I at? Oh, right here. Let's see. Right here. So right here, this is not August, but this was in July. This is July. They're at a party. I don't know if it was a 50 Cent party, but or was it, Love in Miami party? And this is Princess and Ray J. Okay. So what y'all think? She's okay with the situation? She been okay? This is a storyline. She ain't leaving the Norwood. She ain't leaving that fun, that money and that fame with Ray J. Yes, I miss Bambi on Basketball Wives, but she's not going nowhere. I believe. Hey, Carl. So that was recently, and then she was at the versus battle, and her and Ray J was like a couple. It's okay to co-parent, but they're walking in public and carrying themselves as a couple, a married couple. Okay, it's an open relationship. Naive queen. It's an open relationship, y'all. Ray J lawyers love his retainer fee. Yeah, because he calls his lawyer when he get mad. Ray J has never respected her. Remember when he pushed her in that pool? Yep, that should have been like, no, baby. No way, no how. But he pushed, because, at least he didn't hit her. But he pushed her in that pool, and that was a mess. So moving on from that situation, Ray J is at his house, that he used to share with, Princess, and they party and they doing all this and all that. Okay, they just doing everything. And so Ray J posted this shit, does Ray J look like he's sick? That Ray J said he was in the hospital, he had pneumonia. He contacted TMZ and said that he was he contacted TMZ and told him that he was filing paperwork for divorce because Princess would not come up and bring the children to the hospital to see him. Okay, that's what Ray J did. I don't even know if Ray J even went down to the courthouse, but he called TMZ. Ray J got a great public relationship when it comes to TMZ and all these other people, and it looked like he is posing in this picture. So he's basically, TMZ was reporting that Ray J's barely conscious. He can't do this. And all Ray J said he had pneumonia. So now he posted for this picture. What is going on? I can't with these people. Oh, at least he's not having a bunch of babies all over the place. That's true. He's wrapping it up. or something. He's making sure they get the plan B or whatever the case may be. He's wrapping it up. So that's a good situation. Not like the, Ray is trolling us just. Come on. He's supposed to have pneumonia and all this other stuff. Like, Lord have mercy. Okay. All right, Ray J, stop playing these games. And then he has a conversation with Big Nasty, Trick Nasty, Eating Nasty, all day groceries. We got Trick Nasty. Then Trick Nasty, I don't know who's eating Trick Nasty. I would not, Trick Daddy. I got respect for you, Trick Daddy. Yes, you've been out here in these, but Trick Daddy, you be doing too much. And Trick Daddy basically confirmed it. Trick Daddy said, Ray J, you've been the same guy since I met you. And that was years ago. That was about, years ago. You've been with Princess for 10 years. You ain't changed. You've been the same. So basically, he's saying that she's upset, but you ain't never changed. You were still the same guy. So basically, he's saying that Princess knew all the shit that he was doing. He knew what kind of man that she married and what kind of man he was. And he said he ain't never seen Ray J change. So Ray J ain't never act like he was a married man. Only when, he had to get them checks from VH1. Him and Princess was out here prancing around on Love and Hip Hop, just, Hollywood, prancing around on, now they're on, Love and Hip Hop Miami. He done moved to Miami. If that's the case, that house might have been rented by, VH1 because they respect Ray J over there. He's a content creator over there. He's a director of some sorts over there. And he got rights and different things that other cast members don't have because of his relationship. And he's been with VH1 since the Ray J show, I Love Ray J. And so Trick Daddy is saying that she's the problem. He's saying that Princess is the problem because Ray J has always been the same. You ain't never changed. She's the same guy that she married 10 years ago as you. That's the problem, Trick Daddy. That's the problem. Then we got Trick Daddy talking about he hate Joy. You better get over Joy. He goes, I hate her. I can't stand Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy said on one episode, I allow her to date. I was like, oh God, this guy is so obsessed. He won't get this. I would have divorced Trick. Yes, he does got to my speed out. Ray J selling noodles in a cup full of sodium. Yep. And he feeds his kids that too as well. And Princess. Trick has fallen off for real. He's still respectable. He's still legend. He's still Trick, Trick Daddy, Trick Nasty. But in any event, he really flipped when he was basically telling people to go drink, if there was Beyonce fans because he was getting harassed by the Beehive. But, they kicked his ass off the radio station. You want to know why you ain't on the radio station? Jay-Z got you fired. Okay, Jay-Z has been known to get other radio hosts fired. Ask Charlamagne the God. Okay. Or was it Puff Daddy that got Charlamagne fired from one job? But in any event, he ain't on that radio station because Jay-Z and Beyonce, if they are controlling what is going to be at the halftime show for entertainment for, the Super Bowl, you were not going to stand a chance on that radio show. Dissing Beyonce. They only got to make a call. I want my music pulled from your station. Boom, bada bing, he's out. Trick needs to worry about his own health. Like, Lord, Trick. So Trick is like, you ain't changed. You've been the same. You've been doing what you've been doing before. It's whore. And he said, I hate Joy. Them, it makes you sick thinking about them with somebody else. Ray J's like, Princess got a boyfriend. And so he tells Princess that it doesn't count. And the way he said it to her, it sounds like they have had this conversation. He told her that these other girls don't mean a thing. And she was like, okay. She might have been okay before they got married with it. And he wanted to continue to do it. Just like some people have threesomes in their when they're dating. And then once they get married, they don't want to have threesomes no more. Ashley Darby. If you want to bring somebody to mind, Ashley Darby. And now I got him. I don't want to do this no more. And Ray J, that he's cool, calm, and collective about girl. That them girls don't mean nothing. They don't mean a thing. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. Basically saying them prostitutes. And he basically is saying that, yes, he sleeps with prostitutes, whores. And Princess has confirmed that he's always at the escort. He said it's just sex, nothing else, Princess. But what you building is a bond. She's building safety. She's building health. You can still catch something even though you're using you know what. And then just to have them so ties to them women, and then just to think that the man that's kissing your kids has just been up down the street, and pay $50 for some cuckoo. Like, Lord, he may be rich, but she's living like she's dating a crackhead. And so we get to this situation with Kill Bill or Bill. Poor Bill, you need to leave Sukihana alone. It's over, finito, done. She don't respect you. She does love you, but you know what? Her career comes more. Hey, what's up, Kim? Her career comes before you, and he has worshipped this woman. He has, put himself on the line for her. He done gave her money to bail herself out. He was supposed to have a house, but he done gave the money to her, or he done put the house in her name, or whatever the case is. He done did something, put his money on the line for her, and Sukihana do not care. Okay, Sukihana done dropped that man off like a bad habit. And just because he's asking for help, oh yes, he's supporting you. He's there. He's doing your dance thing, and yes, he's probably doing it because he wants to see his shot and his opportunity too. But at the same time, he's deserving of you to treat him like a freaking human being and not disrespect him and treat him like he's scuttlebutt. Okay, I mean, she just be treating him like he's a scab. She be treating him like he's a sore between her legs. Like, Lord, like she be dogging that man out. And Bill, it's really kind of unattractive when you can dog a man out like that. It's kind of unattractive. So poor Bill. Sukihana is just, doing way too much as usual. Ray, basically now he's focusing on a situation when it comes to Kim Kardashian. He's talking about Kanye West, and Kim Kardashian basically played him, okay? And it was all Wack's fault because Wack was out here running his mouth in these streets. Wack was doing way too much. Wack did an interview and basically said that he had a second sex tape of Kim, and then Kim used that as a storyline to basically make sure they hook Hunk and got Hula and everybody else involved, and Kanye West running around like he's hurt, he's distressed, and Kim has did him so wrong. He played right into it, because you're gonna tell me Kim Kardashian, her people outsmarted you, Kanye West? You're the genius, okay? You the genius. You the one with the knowledge. You the one that got everything. So you basically going through all this stuff with Kim, and so you allegedly had a fake storyline with Kim, and he did say that Kim used him for that Hula situation, but he turned around and he shitted on Ray J, and he was not going to have no respect for Ray J like that. Kanye West, I think he keeps honor, but he is a shitty person at times too as well when it comes to other human beings. But is he brilliant? Does he have a brilliant mind? Yes, and I say brilliant, I'm not talking about the music that he's making. I'm not talking about the clothes that he makes. I'm talking about the conversations and the interviews that he has done with a lot of people, where he talks about like he's so ahead of life, ahead of like what we are. He's planning for 4042 when he's talking in these interviews, and you can see the vision that he sees. Like some of these visions that he does see is like hella, whatever. But in any event, just wanted to point that out. And so, Ray J talking plenty of shit, y'all, because Ray J said, you think that you was going to use this against me, Kim K? You think you was going to do this to me, Kim K? And you was going to use that sex tape story for a storyline, which she did, and that she definitely did. And that was the whole, everything. We saw everything play out on social media, and then Kim used it for Hula, and they cut clips, and they made millions and millions and millions of dollars, and some people was fortunate enough to get the scraps that was left over. And so Ray J's basically said, I'm gonna use it on my show. You think I'm gonna keep this a secret? I'm gonna use it. My show is bigger, my show is better. So Ray J is saying right now that his show is better than the Kardashians. He said, you gotta think big, Ray J. You gotta think big, baby. He's saying that Love and Hip Hop Miami, his show, is bigger than Hula's show with the Kardashians. What a joke. Now, if you would have said this years ago, maybe the first season, yeah, or you was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood and you said this, yeah, but Love and Hip Hop Miami has been struggling. Okay, that's why you and Nori are there. Okay, so I like the confidence that you do have. Hula is pissed. I am sure they are pissed. Ray said he made a career. Google him. I know he was talking mad. He was in the situation. I mean, what's up, Kim? Kanye gets what he deserved. People told him not to marry Kim K, and he did. And I think he's with her now. I don't think he's with that other girl that look alike. I think he's back with Kim. Because Kim need a storyline for the upcoming season. And they're gonna be asking for more money. Okay. And everything is gonna play into it. What happened to Scooter Booty? Scooter Butt? Scooter Booty? Bugatti, Cat Box. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like the video, y'all. Like the video, like the video, like the video. So in any event, Ray J's talking hella shit. He is, he's got his grown drawers on, okay? They might be filled and stained with other women's, stuff, but he got his big boy's drawers on. And he's talking mad shit. He's talking shit like, when it comes to Whack 100, he gonna check Whack 100. No, he's not gonna check Whack 100. Because we know Whack extorts people, okay? He's an extorter. He extorts people. He takes money from people. Whack, he's been exposed by Hassan Campbell, okay? So Whack is, and Whack was happy to be on this episode, okay? Whack was definitely happy to be on this episode so he can get on, what is that thing? I just got so much shit to say, y'all. I got so much shit to say about all these people because it's not just the show. There's so much that be going on. What is it? Clubhouse. So Whack would be on Clubhouse talking about this particular episode. And, Ray J was like, Whack is a legend. I know Whack has been around since Death Row times and things of that nature, but I don't think I'm going to call him a legend. We've been using that word very loosely. Everybody's a legend that's old. Nope, that's not the case. Girl, Miss T, millions of people, millions. Twitter, you couldn't even get into Twitter with the Kardashians and the Kanye West and all this other stuff. So, in any event, real quick because he's on the screen, when it comes to this is not even a video on the show, but so when it comes to this situation, I know I think I did do a video on this, but when it comes to Benzino, remember he's supposed to be caught with a trans woman or whatever. No, not that one. But when he was in a hotel with his best friend and they was arguing outside the hotel and everybody was saying that, when Benzino said, if we was white lovers or something like that, basically referring to himself and the guy that he's with as his companion, or if we was a white couple, that's what he said. If we was a white couple, you wouldn't be harassing us, because he was at the Red Roof or whatever, and he was arguing with the police, and they was trying to give him a no trespassing, order to not come back. And so Benzino basically said that he was bagging weed, and that's why he grabbed his boy, because he said his money was low. He just got arrested. We know he did get arrested because Althena arrested him, and that went viral. And so he said he had mad weed, and he was gonna bag it up and sell it on the street in Atlanta because he was just really broke. This is what Benzino said on Choke No Jokes channel, and what he's been saying when he interviewed with Queen's Flip and things of that nature. And he was basically trying to explain why he was in the Red Roof with a dude and they were friends or whatever. And so I didn't believe the story when he said we was bagging up weed. I was like, that don't make no sense. Why would he say he was bagging up weed? Okay, so I go on Instagram, and the video is not YouTube friendly, or if I play it, I'll get in trouble. Okay. But in any event, he's on Instagram with Stevie J. They're back friends. They've been friends for a while. He had like 8 pounds of weed. So maybe he was trying to make nickel bags in the hotel. I don't know. would I just saw his face, so I just wanted to, put that out there. So anyways, Ray J's trying to act like he's going to check Whack, or Whack got to make it right, and Whack just cusses out Ray J when he calls him. Okay, so Ray J's feeling hurt because he's feeling like, Kanye, you betrayed me. Kanye, there was no second sex tape, but am I wrong? Or do you guys remember that when it comes to Whack, Whack had said, or it seemed like it was Whack, but this was like, back when these rumors came out, that there was a video of, I believe I did a video on it, it's on my channel, of, if I'm, remembering correctly, when it comes to, there was a video with Ray J and Kim Kardashian, and she was kind of like rapping, and she was on the airplane, and basically Whack was saying that that's the second part to the sex tape. So Ray J is saying that Whack 100 is the one that made a joke and said something about he had a sex tape on somebody's channel, but Whack doubled down on that and put that out. So what are you talking about, Ray J? So how it is just a joke, and you should be mad at Whack, but in any event, so Whack doubled down on that. Then Kim had a storyline. She's crying on Hula, keeping up with the Kardashians. Kanye West comes and saved the day. This is when Kanye West was going off on everything. The divorce was happening. Kanye West was yelling at people. Kanye West was, getting at, Skeet, getting at Skeet, talking about Skeet, because Skeet was out there putting pressure and basically getting his kid's name tattooed. And Kim is basically saying that Kanye West, you need to stop. And all that was going on. Kanye West was saying that the kids worship, Kim has the kids worshiping up the devil. I don't want my kids on TikTok. All that was going on, back and forth, back and forth. And so this is when this situation was going on. And then Kanye West says, I'm never going to be extorted again. And basically that was a storyline. And Ray J says he don't know if Kanye West knows that Kim basically lied to him, because there was no second sex tape. And, only thing he had was pictures, voicemails, and, that's it. And Kim Kardashian rapping. So there was no such thing as a sex tape. Second sex tape. And I just think Kanye West, wanted to get back at Ray J, especially for Ray J putting out that song, I Hit It First. That really did something to Kanye West as well. And he knows what type of woman he married. And he knows that the whole streets, everybody in California had her. And I'm going to save this little piece until I get the other piece and put it out there. I might go live and do it. But there's another piece that somebody that you guys don't want to add until, her being whorish. But in any event, so Ray J says that he thinks that Kanye didn't know that Kim was basically lying because there wasn't a second sex tape. And so this is what Hula ran with, and then Kanye West went and got the tape. You know what I mean? He called up Ray J, got not the tape, but got all the things that was in the shoebox. Kanye West explains that, he met up with Ray J, he got everything in the shoebox, he wasn't going to be extorted anymore. And what that come from is because Whack 100 extorts people, and when Whack said to Ray J, like, why you even go meet Kanye West? Whack says that, when they was trying to extort Nipsey Hussle, and then he kind of alluded to, one hand washes the other. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back, but you gonna scratch my back regardless. Okay, so we got that whole situation. And then Prince says she's not feeling this tape. She's tired of the Kardashians. And why are they doing this now? And she's like, they need to give it up. So she can even see through this, that it's for a storyline, and she wants them to stop using her husband. Because at one point, Kim needed a storyline. She was like, well, I didn't really give consent to Ray J because I was on ecstasy. Basically trying to say Ray took advantage of her. Like, she's been using Ray J as of lately. And so Princess is kind of tired of that, and she's sticking by Ray J, even though Ray J's up and down the street with whores. She's still sticking by him. So, she's been with him for so long. I think she's just used to the dude. And Ray J, he just ain't gonna change. Or they just faking. And you already know. So they separated, and the kids are crying because daddy's not coming home. Once again, can't control what's between his legs. What's between his legs and using that and not using it on his wife is more important than waking up to his kids in the morning, feeding them in the morning, and having his wife there, somebody that really loves him and got his back. But it is what it is. Sukihana's about to perform with the legends. It's kind of crazy. They don't know their dance steps and, things of that nature. Bill is supporting her down the bus, doing the color purple. And he's a good guy, but I just think she lost respect for him. He got on a bonnet, I guess a guy bonnet. And, Sukihana's done with him for this point that they pull over to the Burger King / Shell's gas station, and they basically do their dance routines. All right. And Ray J actually meets up with Nori, and Nori recently did an interview with Kanye West. That went to like 5 million views, like crazy. Like that interview with Kanye West was crazy. It was one of the best interviews. And the interview with Irv Gotti and Zarur was a good interview too. And also, no, Trina wasn't a good interview because Trina's still hiding who she the fuck is. But the interview with Deb that he did was so good on Drink Champs. But in any event, Ray J says that he does not want to call Kanye West because he don't know what Kanye West is going to do. He don't know if Kanye West is going to set him up again and basically bring the cameras, and then Kim use the whole situation for a storyline. Because he said when he met up with Kanye West and gave him the box and gave him all that information, Kanye West said he wasn't going to say nothing. He was going to keep it on the QT, keep it on the low. How did Ray J ever think that Kanye would do something like this? Kanye West's whole life and actually all his personal business is on the social media. So is the Kardashians. And any event, Ray J said he was trying to be a good guy. He was trying to do a good thing, and he had moved on. And it wasn't like that. Whack 100 made a mistake, or whatever the case may be. But he felt like Kanye West promised him. Kanye West just promised you because he promised you. He got what he wanted, and he said he ain't gonna be extorted. And even the mention of you having these things being out there and he joking around about it, that scares his wife. That scares him, and they have children, so he still don't respect you, even though you gave him the shit. He don't respect you for that. And he did what he did because he felt like he owed that to you, and he does. He gave you because of Whack, and who knows if Whack was extorting Kanye West. We don't know, because Whack is out here. Go to Hassan Campbell. He got all the recordings of Whack talking about how he extorts rappers. So, you got all this stuff going on in this situation. So I'm just like, Lord. So he meets up with Nori, and then so Ray J wants to get Nori to say that Kanye West was wrong. And Nori said, yes, Kanye West was wrong. If he told you that he wasn't going to do it and he did that, Blog's in the third, I'll call him. Ray J doesn't want to call Kanye West because he don't know if it's going to be recorded and given to Kim to use for her reality TV show. Okay. Because Kim and Kanye West do support each other, sabotage each other, and disappoint each other. Okay, it just gets like that. And Ray J is very emotional about it because he's losing business deals. People don't want to work with him because they're thinking that he's extorting people, because your boy Whack 100 was out here. He was basically bragging about extorting, Nipsey Hussle and his girlfriend, and taking money from them and other people. So Ray J's feeling the heat, and he brags about having all the Game's money. Game doesn't have anything signed in his name. So you got all that going on. So it's a whole crazy mess. So he has that conversation with Nori. Nori's gonna make the phone call. Ray J said that he got to go handle this with Whack. What you gonna tell Whack? And then we get Dawn. Dawn comes in the situation. Is Dawn the lady that always be like, was she managing Joseline? Wasn't she managing Joseline? Who else was she managing on Love? Is she's the Love and Hip Hop manager? Because that's Dawn right there. Because Dawn was managing the Nikki twins or the sisters or whoever they was that was on Love and Hip Hop Miami. Doing the most to make this show pop. Girl, they're doing everything to make this show pop. Okay, thank you, Norris. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, because she looks so different. She don't look the same. Nikki, whatever that girl, the rapper Nikki, like she. Okay, so so she's meeting up with Florence. Florence is the Haitian girl on the show. I'm just waiting for her sister to tell her that, Dawn manages people that don't need a manager. So she sits down, with Flo, and she basically tells Flo, like, I'll manage you, but you need to get rid of your husband. The reason why your husband was acting like that on the stage is because he wanted to take your shine. He wanted to take your spot. He just wanted to rap so bad. And Dawn is just sitting over here causing all types of shit, putting stuff in her head, but it's 50-50 true. But at the same time, his wife was being disrespected and being lied to. And he knows that his wife is looking at him to do something to solve the situation, because they still married. They do love each other. He just got a wayward penis. Okay. So, you have this whole situation going on. And so she said she's looking for new management. She's going to Dawn. Okay, Dawn, what you going to do with this girl? And so she was like, she managed this person and that person. I don't even remember the names that she said, child. And so, this is the whole complete mess. And, she ain't trying to hear shit about Marlon. Maybe she might recognize, maybe she might realize. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they were awful. So, so this situation this is going to bring complications. Dawn is back in the mix of Love and Hip Hop. Somebody that got her back in the mix. She don't stay away from too long. Sukihana's about to do her show with the legends. She gets to her spot. They ain't got no weave. They ain't got no alcohol. They ain't got no makeup artists. They don't got nothing in there. And she's feeling a certain type of way because, baby, they look hot and itchy, scratchy, and everything. And they look sweaty. And, they was traveling on that bus and nothing is there. And one of the dancers, she goes off, Some of Sukihana shit don't seem real either. So she's another Karlie Redd sometimes. But so in this moment, you can see Sukihana actually giving her dancer, motivation and giving her courage. And basically, she was actually being a good person, and she was actually showing the good side of her. She was actually showing the humble side and the motherly side of her, and the motherly instincts, and also being, she knows what she's doing. And this is how she chose to make her money. And this is how she's going to make her money. And this is how she's going to stay relevant. And just hopefully that anybody that follows her, is a full adult and they got some sense and they got some common sense. Okay. Because you can't do everything like Sukihana's doing. She got lucky. Okay. And, but it was good to see her in this moment where, from all the ratchetness that she does give us in the ghetto-ness, that there's actually an intelligent person inside there that actually has a soul and a heart. Okay, so this was a good moment, but not before that moment was over. She ended up, basically said, we'll get to that point, but we'll get back to that. But it's funny. And so here goes Ray J. He pulls up. He's, near the water. He's in his truck. And he's talking to Wack. So he's yelling at Wack about, and all this is fake, okay? All this right here is fake. Excuse me, because Ray J has been on Clubhouse. If you got, when it comes to Wack, he runs Clubhouse over there. And so, and they were saying that Wack 100 is Ray J former manager. Ray J still working with Wack, still making music with Wack and all types of stuff. Wack has been telling stories about Ray J coming to the studio high on drugs, and he don't deal with drugs, and Ray J needed to get himself clean. Okay, so this is what Wack was saying about him. I believe that Wack was extorting Ray J. I believe he was extorting a lot of people because the information's out there. It's on Patreon. Or did I put it on my channel? I might have put it on my backup channel, the whole conversation that they had. But in any event, Ray J, this is all fugazi. And he was like, man, I can't believe this came out, this and that. Now I'm trying to cancel this, trying to cancel that. No, this got to be fixed. And he said that he's going to tell Wack to fix it. And Wack is telling him, like, that's your motherfucking fault. that happened. Who told you to go meet up with Kanye West and give him that shit? Because I would have been keep taking the money from him. I would have been extorting them. Could have made some, because Wack 100 says that he has a sex tape of Nipsey Hussle. He has video recordings of Tookie Williams. I don't know if his name is Tookie Williams. Well, the head of the Crips that's in jail, Pookie Williams. I can't remember his name. Tookie Pookie Williams. I don't know. I forgot his name. Well, he is, one of the, I don't know if he's still in jail. I think he's still alive, but there's an interview that he recently did, and Wack felt like Tookie Williams was supposed to pay for it, and the girl didn't get paid. So he basically ended up taking a video from the girl that recorded the video, in jail. Like, she was able to get into the prison system and do a whole interview and be in a room with him. And so since she didn't get paid, or whatever the case may be, the tape ends up getting into Wack hand. And then you got, what's his name? The tape ends up getting into Wack's hand, and Wack is basically saying, if y'all want, this money, if y'all want this tape to come out, you gotta pay me. You gotta give me some money. So he definitely extorts 15. Nah, is that it? Let me try to find this real quick. What is so in any event, so with this situation, so Wack 100 has the tape that Rap a Lot, I think that's his name, Rap a Lot, or the guy that's with Carl Crawford, that have the jointing record label. He wants to get the Tookie, or the Crip member, the founder of the Crips, interview, but Wack won't give it over until he gets money. And so Wack is over there beefing with homeboy from Texas. You know what I'm saying? The same dude that's beefing with Megan. And so in any event, when it comes down to the situation, Wack be out here extorting people. So it's just one of them. It's just one of them situations, y'all. So it's a whole lot. It's a hey T or whatever, but yes, it's a whole situation with the sex tape and paying for the sex tape. Sex tape supposed to be coming out, saying all this other stuff. So basically, and also Wack 100 was on DJ Academics, and basically, alluded in so many words that he be extorting these people out here, because California moved differently. California moves differently as far as when you think a company can come over and take over. No, the streets run California. So if somebody want to get information or whatever the case, Wack somehow catches everybody's sex tapes, catches everybody's, things that people want, interviews, and he holds on to them until he needs them for a bargaining chip, or you're going to have to pay him, or he's going to release the tapes. But in any event, so he's having this bullshit conversation with Wack. So basically, I'm just saying it's just off. This whole situation is fake, because Wack and and if Ray J, if you really felt any type of way, why you be out here? Why would you on Clubhouse, begging to work with this dude and doing a beat and get into the studio with him? Unless Ray J was just clowning and playing or whatever the case is. But it seems like they're still working together and still doing business. But it says former manager, maybe he was able to get from underneath, Wack. And so Wack is saying, it's your fault. You should have never went over there to meet up with Kanye West. So basically, Wack is saying that they set you up. You want to do some dumb shit and give him information, be the good guy. Look how that turned out for you. And they end up using that against you. But at the same time, Ray J is using this for a storyline, but they was able to use it first because it came out on Hulu first. Now imagine if Ray J, if Love and Hip Hop had their shit together, if they would have put it out before Hula put this show out, this show would have been blowing up this season, because that was the talk of the town everywhere about this new sex tape, and then Kim crying, and then all this other stuff. It was just so much going on that. But Ray J, he's getting paid talking about it right now, and it was so nice to see Trina, basically be there for Sukihana and try to support her. Sukihana said she did bad on stage because she had to use energy to help one of her dancer, and she don't really feel good about everything because her mind is all messed up. I was like, girl, you should be feeling good that you solved the problem and you was there for somebody. But so now she wants, woe is me. So Sukihana got issues and she got problems, and that's why her and Bill ain't together, because she flipped it around doing something nice for somebody to turn around and just, woe is me. Like, bitch, please. So, that's really the situation. So that's it. That's Love and Hip Hop, New York. No, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and Love and Hip Hop Miami. And so, we'll get back. I just can't wait to see what Marlon's gonna say. When Marlon said that, hey, show me the proof, I already knew right then and there she ain't got no proof. But it seems like when it comes down to the situation, that when it comes to Marlon and Flo, that she had something, because I think she had a Ring camera or she had a camera. The sister Gaia, that sister's terrible. I couldn't have no sister like that. I would be like, I'll get a restraining order against her ass. Here is wax sex tape I want to see. Lord have mercy. Oh no, Hellcat box. Ray is late. This happened months ago. I know that's definitely on VH1. They should have put that shit out. She wants a putty party and making everything about her. Yes, thank you so much, Miss T. Like, it was just like, oh God, like I don't know who's gonna deal with you, Sukihana. That's probably why she said that, just pay the place so she can go home and be who she is, because she can't really be around people like that. So that's basically it. I will be back with Married to Medicine and some other stuff with Real Housewives of Atlanta, because it seems like Married to Medicine is spilling out on social media. And when it comes to Dr. Heavenly, and when it comes to, Contessa, the kids are involved in the situation now. Like, this is crazy. They talking about the kids on Instagram, and just a whole mess, y'all. I mean, a whole mess out here in these streets. But Contessa, her ass is heavy on Dr. Heavenly, and Dr. Heavenly is not letting up on Contessa. So, their beef going back and forth, it was bound to happen. But, the social media with the kids being involved, and we got Duffy jumping into the situation. So a whole lot going on with Married to Medicine. So we'll get to that. I'm catching up. I'm still, doing, about 2 to 3 hours. And the community, I did almost twice this week. I did Tuesday, and then I'm going to be working Friday. I'm still trying to make sure I stay healthy and stuff like that, because I'm just out there in these streets, y'all. And it just feels, it's good. I used to do this a lot, but my community has changed. So it just feels good being back in the community. I only stopped because C19 came through, and I wasn't trying to be nowhere around nobody, just work, go to the grocery store with masks and gloves on and everything, and keep it moving, y'all. But thank you guys so much for coming through. Don't forget to like the video. I don't know. I'm going to look at Married to Medicine, and if it's not a lot of information, I'm just going to go live. But if it's just a short stuff that doesn't really seem, it is what it is. And I do want to talk about Bell Collective. I just haven't had the chance because of this whole weekend, the storm, everything. And volunteering and working with the church again. I haven't worked with the church in a long time. So it's basically back working, in the community with the churches that are basically trying to get these young kids and these young people, situated. And there's money and grants that are coming through. But, my job is to make sure that the right people get them, and the people, it's not really my job. I'm volunteering to do it. And then just being back out in the community and dealing with the youth and basically just trying to give them information to survive because it's crazy out here. There's a whole lot going on. And then just hopefully they start remembering my face again. You know what I mean? So when they see me in these streets, they, they got my back. Holding on to me, Lord. Or get them to a place where they won't be out here in these streets because the crime and everything is just skyrocketing out here. It's inflation. Can't go to the grocery store and buy what you used to buy unless you're ready to spend like 2 racks to 3 racks at the grocery store. Like, oh my god, I've been telling you guys over and over and over, like the prices. I've been talking about these prices just jumping. Oh my god, you can't even order anything for $10 or anywhere without paying like $10 in taxes. Like, this is ridiculous. So hopefully these people get blessed with their student loans, but make sure you have somebody to talk to, and you can be an ear to listen to somebody, especially to these young kids, and give them advice, especially if they want to listen. And sometimes when you think they ain't listening, they're listening and they're following directions. They just need to be guided. And all of us have all different types of experience in different fields in life. So just make sure we stay close to our family, stay close to the people that we love, and also just respect one another and just listen. If people would just listen and understand what people are saying to them and just soak up what they're saying, and then basically, figure out where that person is actually coming from, because a person to tell you exactly where they are, exactly where they're going, exactly what they want to be, and the ideas and the things that they need help with, but they never really have anybody to listen. And sometimes them having that conversation with you, it helps them figure it out in their brain where they need to go and what they need to do. And also the elderly need to be protected too, because there's places, in the New York area, apartment complexes and brick buildings where elderly people are being attacked. So we got to look out for our elderly too as well. Say hi to the elderly person. If they need help, see if you can help and it can exist. Just don't close your eyes to the elderly people, because we all gonna get old one day and we're gonna want a young person around to assist us, especially when the shit get off the chain and people are flying in the sky. Yeah, it is like a soap opera. You hear about Portia, her guy wedding being called off. It's not called off. It might be called off, but right now they're reporting it as Portia Williams and Simon change, the date that they're getting married. So they sent out invitations. They're supposed to get married in Africa, and they actually are not getting married in Africa. They're actually getting married in Atlanta. So the plans have changed. Okay. The plans have changed for Miss Portia Williams and her man. And so the invitations came out. Oh, let me close this. The invitations came out, and I don't even know why this is. So the invitations, I keep saying the same fucking thing over and over. Lord, forgive me, Jesus. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. Forgive your sister. Okay. So the invitations came out, and basically they changed the date, and they're not getting married in Africa anymore. And that could also be that they're not getting married at all, and things of that nature. Let me just go to IG. So, and it's, rumored that maybe when it comes down to the situation, that Portia Williams is returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and maybe she's going to have her wedding. She done, had her baby, for Bravo TV, and maybe she might be coming on the show and going to produce her wedding on the show. Okay, maybe she got enough time to get strong. I guess I don't know, or her and Simon basically ain't gonna get married. I hope she doesn't get married. I'm sorry, Portia. I hope you don't marry him. I hope you don't, because you are going to be a caregiver. And being a caregiver isn't your thing. Let me stop. My bad, Portia. I can't. Where is Portia? Instagram. Portia Williams Instagram. What the hell is it? Okay, so here we go. Okay, so now it doesn't want to work. So it could be a possibility that the wedding is called off, y'all, or she could be coming to Bravo. Okay, that's probably where she could be coming back to the show. Going to get married on the show, or they having issues, or they having problems. Okay, because So yeah, she's. It's a recession going on. Portia needs to work. What do you think? Portia and Simon's probably saying, "Yeah, you need to work, sister. Let's get back to work. You need to." I mean, like she's working. She's doing different things and working for different people as far as, but she's not on TV anymore. Like that, and she's not on the radio anymore. And it's a recession going on. It's time to get her back to work. So, let me see. Why is this shit so big? Let me see. I think she probably got music on because it's on mute. Let me see. Yep, I got music. Let me see. I don't know why this shit is so big. Oh yeah, so it's showing it. Oh, move over. And we're gonna make it smaller. So yeah. Portia. So we're gonna see what Portia gonna do. I don't think Portia's gonna marry that man. I hope she don't. That's for sure. I don't know why this shit is so big today. But in any event, so we have Portia Instagram. It seems like her and Simon are still, doing their thing, but they might not get married. What is Portia saying? She looking for a tailor. See, it's before October because I think now the wedding's going to be moved around October. It's going to be around around November 26th, which is my birthday. So Portia might be getting married on my birthday. So in any event, she's looking for, a seamstress, that specializes in Nigerian garments, in Atlanta. And she just basically posted this 13 hours ago. So, I don't know if this is wedding. I don't think this is Nigerian wedding garments or whatever. I don't know if she got a wedding dress or whatever, but she's looking for a tailor. Won't you call Nene Leakes, man, girl? So around October, and it's alleged that she might be getting married in November, and she might be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And this is Portia. She's that. I don't know why this shit is so big. Let me see. So Portia's talking about her home. I know I'm doing something wrong, but I just don't know what the freak I'm doing wrong. Maybe this is too big. Let me see. Okay, see, that's what I was doing. I was like, something's wrong. Like, shit. So this is Portia. I don't see if she got music on. Yep, she got music on. So, so Portia, she's decorating her house and things of that nature. She has Jessie Woo in the comments. Shamia, you got Sierra. I thought I saw Marlo for a second, but that's not Marlo. And so I think maybe her and Simon may have been going through some things as far as work and things of that nature. And we know Simon does get bored, but Portia is a meal ticket right now. for him. And so that's something to fall back onto as well. So they're still living in that house. So things might be going well with them, and they're still living in a lap of luxury. We got Drew Sidora. Oh my God, when it came to Drew Sidora, Drew Sidora said that she was wearing go naked wigs, and Sheree was like, "Girl, you didn't have a no go naked wigs. You did not." She was like, "Yeah, I should." Sheree was like, "All I heard about you was, girl, that you had bad wigs," and Juicidora was like, "I was wearing go naked wigs," and Sheree was like, "Don't even come. You wasn't wearing go naked wigs when you was wearing them wigs that look terrible. You remember when you had terrible wigs, y'all?" So this is 2 days ago. It could be new, it could be old because you can upload anything you want to. But this looks like Portia. Maybe Portia's ready to come back. They're talking about giving Portia $5 million. You know what I mean? If she breaks up with Simon and she gets back on the show, and the ladies, say how bad you are for dating a married man and things of that nature, she can cry and say, "I made a mistake. I was in love. Blah blah blah." She's not with him, but also he's like a package still. He's willing to do TV. And so we'll see if they're gonna get married. Things could have changed. What y'all think? Y'all think they're gonna get married? Y'all think they're gonna? I hope she say I don't. Those yes, they are beautiful flowers. But in any event, whatever makes Portia happy, because all you got to do is get a divorce. If he don't kill you, you get a divorce. And you just got to make some money. Portia's young and smart. She'll continue. Nene Leakes is not having it over there because she already a man snatcher. Lord, Lord, limit. Go naked hair on eBay. For real, I haven't even seen it. She's not getting $5 million. That's what they were saying, that she's gonna get $5 million. But in any event, thank you guys so much for coming through. I will see you guys tomorrow. And I got to catch up on Bad Girls. I'm going to go on the other channel and do the Bad Girl situation, then talk about Chris Sean and Blueface, their tumultuous relationship, up and down the street fighting. Now, Chris Sean Rock said that she's never going to put her hands on Blueface again. So, yes, I shall see you, and I thank you guys for your support. You have a blessed day, you have a blessed night, and you have safe travels as you are out there in this world today, and you have a home that is protected and you are safe. And keep the negativity away, keep the drama away, keep the crazy people away, keep the users and the abusers away. Okay, only be surrounded by people that you want to be surrounded by, that you are able to be happy and enjoy yourself and enjoy loving being with yourself as well, because you got to love number one first. Once you love number one, when you really love yourself and you really come to a conclusion, you really come to who you are, it just feels so good. It feels so good when I love myself. What's his name, Teddy Pendergram, loving somebody and having somebody love you back. It feels good to love myself and having myself love me back. I'm telling you, baby, you got to love yourself. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. Please don't forget to like the video, and God bless each and every one of y'all for just coming here and supporting your sister, and also in the comment section and also chatting, because that helped. And I appreciate you guys liking the video. I don't take anything for granted. That's why I try to be as much information I can give to you about what's going on, so you just don't be like, "Oh, she's disappearing. Oh, she's doing this. Oh, she's forgetting about this, or she don't want to do this, or whatever. She thinks she got a good, or whatever the case is." Nah, there be shit going on for real, for real. And also, I do be in these streets having fun sometimes as well, because I gotta let loose. You know what I mean? I gotta put my heads behind my ears. Let me stop. You guys have a blessed night. God bless y'all, and thank you for coming through. Peep Squad is in the building. Good night. Black Ink, I'm still on the defense. I already seen 2 episodes. The 2 episodes were not good enough to talk about, so I'm gonna see if it's gonna get better. Black Ink Chicago. I seen a little bit here and there. Ryan finally admitted again that he slept with Kitty. I told you like 2 years ago, Ryan hit Kitty and everybody else on that show except for Charmaine. And yes, they got Charmaine up out of there. Charmaine, you ran and you left your house. And Ryan is boring as hell. His shop is boring. And now it seems like they're gonna use the girl from Charmaine's shop to come at, the other girl, whatever her name is. I can't think of it right now. Drea, come at Drea. I think Drea is a cute person, a nice person, but they're trying to make it seem like, she's gonna be beefing with. I think they're gonna try to use that new girl to be like Lily coming. They're trying to recreate Lily and Charmaine's situation. I think that's what they're trying to do. I hope they don't go that route, because that'll be wrong. But we said it, Miss T, Ralph, Norris, Tony, everybody that, Ryan got everybody up in Charmaine's shop at his shop. Like, Lord. Much love to you, Ralph, too, as well. Portia is smart as far as she's richer than a lot of people. She's richer than a lot of people that are smarter than her, okay? And, she was able to put food on the table and shake that booty and live very comfortably, okay? A dumb person can't do that, all right? And I don't know how much Go Naked she's selling, and I don't know how many sheets by Portia. I don't know how much she's selling of that. But, she's smart enough to do that. Even Sheree still holding on to that. Sheree, it's a shame. It's a shame with Sheree. Lord, but we're going to get to that situation. It's a shame with Sheree. She by Sheree should have been out. Much love. Good night, y'all. And yeah, Miss Kenya Moore, she dropped the beans. Like, there's so much stuff that I know and I wanted to talk about, but mad stuff was going on. But in any event, when it comes to Miss Kenya Moore, she done dropped the tea. She done dropped the tea on us. Miss Kenya let us know that she was at the reunion and her behavior was tame. Kenya Moore, it wasn't I'm a reader B Kenya Moore. It wasn't the head reader in charge. And she said basically when it comes down to the reunion, it was pretty tame. She's telling us it's lackluster. Candy acting like it's gonna be off the hook. She's cussing out Sheree. Her and Marla gonna go back and forth. This is why I mess with Kenya Moore. This is why I mess with Kenya. Whether some people saying that, Kenya wish she would have performed the shade assassin, really didn't show up that much. And some people saying that there was rumors that Kenya felt like she should have did more. She should have said more or whatever. And she said that the shade assassin did not really come out. Okay. So that's another situation, because there's plenty of time where she's supposed to come out and read. She has tons of read with Marlo and tons to read of Sheree and tons to read of when it comes to Sonia. So she said, she was very tamed. The interview is very, the reunion is very tame. So literally she be real with us. But she did say this season was like a sisterhood. I didn't see the season being a sisterhood. And then Sheree still have not paid Drew Sidora. Sheree's out here trying to say she gave Drew Sidora $1,000. Sheree still haven't paid Drew. That's just so sad. All day. Hey Hickerson, how you doing? Good night, y'all. And please don't forget to go check out Norris Tony YouTube channel and show him some love. Subscribe to his channel and, support. And don't forget to subscribe to Ralph Esco YouTube channel and show some support. Yeah, Timeless. So please go check them out. Ralph is right on the screen. And you got Norris Tony. Okay, so go show them some support. So, so Sheree still hasn't paid the girl. Damn, Sheree, you going out bad. Well, Sheree's probably, I don't think she cares at this point. She got them doll clothes. Could you imagine, giving somebody invitations with doll clothes on? Like, that shit looked like it came from the trash. That shit looked like it came from the toy factory of clothing that can't be used that has been sabotaged, that has been messed up. Basically, there's some errors in the making of the material, so they throw it to the side. And that's what she did for the invitations. And she still doesn't have the She by Sheree website. The website that she has for She by Sheree only has videos and her talking and her doing, exercise, but no clothing. This is sad. Chasing behind Martell, you need to be chasing behind $1 million. That's why I would have been Kenya's friend. I would have been close to her. This season I would have been out. My shit would have been getting the girls, to help me sew, help me get the right people to sew. And how do I get material and fabric? I know Candy knows somebody. Marlo knows somebody, but Marlo ain't Marlo. But Marlo did shade, what's her name? Sheree. And I told you Marlo would have paid her half even though, and she wouldn't have let Sheree get with that. She said that's embarrassing for Sheree not to pay her half. That's just so trashy. Like Marlo said, she would never let Sheree hold NT Monty. Okay. Because Candy said, I think because Candy will be in charge. Candy wants to partner up with her, but Candy wants to be, Candy don't want another Kim situation. And I don't think Sheree wants to really let people know she ain't got shit going on. And all the fabric of all the clothes that she said that she was making is not true. Basically, she will be the brand. She will be the face of the brand, and somebody else will be behind the scenes. And I think that's where Candy wants to go with, or maybe she could possibly want to go that way with Sheree. And because Sheree said that, it's a wonderful situation. Not Sheree, but Candy said it's a wonderful situation. And it's the biggest brand on the show because it's been promoted for like years, a decade. And she wanted to do business where I believe she said this on Watch What Happens Live. But there would have to be some provisions put in place because we know Sheree ain't nobody fool. And Sheree will run off with the money. She will run off with the plug. She will run off with the bag. And also, I like to say what's up to Twitter. Twitter's in here too as well, and Twitch. So we're live on YouTube, we're live on Twitch, and we're live on Twitter. Okay. So peace and love, y'all. Good night.